everyone.
Hi, Kat.
Hello, Kitron.
What's going on?
Kitron, I'm not seeing you. Are you hiding?
I'm not hiding no way.
Yeah, you look like you was hiding just a while ago.
No, I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding
How are
no
you
way.
doing, Kitron? It's Thursday again. Ooh, it's
That's
Thursday,
right.
and it's the 1st of October. How do you feel about that? Can you
First of
imagine 2 more
October.
months? 2020s.
I can't wait for 2020 to be over.
Okay, be nice to 2020, please.
Why?
Hey, 2020, you're alive and well. That's what I keep saying. Positive vibes, and we're going to spread it no matter what. 2020, a
Ah,
lot of people don't even have that. They couldn't even talk about it. They had plans and they're gone. They're gone. The plans is gone. Well, we're here and we're still
yeah.
kicking. And 2020 is still kicking. Just as we're kicking back just the same way, Kitron.
But you know what? I can't wait for 2020 to be over.
Well, don't say that now.
I mean, don't say that.
Just like 2020, just do what you have to do and just go away.
Do enough.
And you try to push
Do
it.
enough already.
You try to push it a little longer, you go stay now.
Nah, listen.
And you'll
2020
say,
is
well, you're
coming
still in
already.
October.
I just wanted to let's go along.
So how was your day today, Kitron? Did you work? As usual, I'm going to ask you because
Yeah.
I know all you do is work. Do you work? Did you work today?
Listen, I'm a essential,
I'm not hearing you.
I'm a essential worker, eh? Very
Yeah, yeah, I know.
essential worker. I am.
I know, I know. You gotta put those good produce and stuff. I can't say the word
But if
produce. I always say it and it
if I
sounds
don't
like
work,
so
if I don't
off.
work, people like you
That's what I was
guys
about
won't
to
eat.
say. That's what I was saying. You put
Yeah,
out a good
people like
produce
you
so
guys
people can
won't
get.
eat. So you know what I mean?
Wow, it's like that, eh?
What?
Okay. Taking cheap shots at people like that. It's okay. I mean, it's all right. It's cool.
Well, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, you did. Just as I come,
Well,
that's exactly what you meant.
don't don't take it like that. Don't take it
Yes, we
the wrong way.
appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Don't
Thank
take
you.
it don't take it the wrong way.
So, Kitchen, what are you drinking? I find your glass look kind of heavy. Your hand look kind of heavy day. What are you
I,
drinking?
I'm drinking
Ginger ale again?
ginger ale. You see,
Oh,
no fizz, nothing there.
yeah, ginger ale.
I shake the can.
Okay.
No fizz.
Why? I would like to see if you're drinking alcohol now because every time I talk to you, it's just ginger ale and water straight to tell me you're drinking.
I don't drink alcohol during the week. That's a sin.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't drink alcohol during the week. It's a sin to drink
I
alcohol.
remember that.
Yeah, so you know what I mean.
I remember that.
So what you have in your glass?
I can't tell you. You look here, I tell you. I can't tell you. I have to drink it in smart too.
Wow.
I can't tell you.
Okay. I
Something that I'm
understand.
not supposed to drink. Something that I'm not supposed to have.
Okay. Well, I can't say I understand because you're not supposed to drink it. So if you're not supposed to drink it, why are you drinking it?
Because I want to. I can't lie, eh? Kitchen, I can't lie. It don't matter what I try, the lies just can't come out. And if they coming out, they don't sound inauthentic. They're not real because it's not me. So I can't
Just
lie.
all right. So we have what we have two topics
All right, nice.
today.
So we're gonna kick it off. Hello, guys. Welcome again to It's We Ting Talkshow. It's October 1st, and I can't
Hmm.
believe it's October. To be honest, like even though I know the months is rolling by, it honestly today I sat in the office and I'm like writing something off. October 1st. It didn't click right away because I'm still in September in my mind. I'm like, whoa, October already. Yeah. So 2020 is like Kitron is saying that he can't wait for 2020 to be over. But for me, it's like, hey, it is what it is. The days are going, the months are going on. I'm still here. I'm still healthy. I'm still strong. I'm alive. Kudos.
How many more days in the year?
I don't know. I wasn't
60
checking.
days?
About,
Yeah, about 60 days.
about,
Yeah, but
60, 61, roughly.
October 31.
61, roughly, more days.
No, yeah, more. October 31, November 30.
Right,
So
right.
we have, no, we have like about 90, 93,
How much?
92.
So 3 more months?
Yeah, October. Today's the first.
Okay.
92 more days.
See, so we're okay. We're good. It's almost coming to an end, but hey,
I just want the rest of the months that we have just fly
hey.
by very fast. You know
Really?
what I mean? Yeah.
Well, you have to be careful for what you ask for, eh?
No, no,
Because you might
they
think
just fly.
2020 is a bad year and then 2021 kick off and you're like saying, could we go back? Just like how we said, could we go
Mm-mm,
back to
mm-mm,
2019?
mm, 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 mm,
I'm just
mm.
saying.
No, 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 no. Trust me.
Okay. I'm
I
just
won't be.
saying.
I won't be saying that for 2020. All
um,
right. So what's the first topic you want to touch?
I know the debates. We were talking about the
To
presidential
tell you honest
debate.
truth,
So
I
if you
didn't.
want to, if yeah, no,
I,
it's up to
I,
you because I didn't really get into that.
I didn't really watch it. Really.
Same here. That's what I'm saying. I didn't get into it, so I don't really know much about whatever. I only heard when only heard when Biden call call
Trump.
Trump a clown. That I only heard that part. Like I happened to walk into the room at that time, and I'm like, and I asked my sister like, Rox, did he just say I can't deal with this clown? And I was just standing there, just like I was baffled. I'm being honest. I was just lost because he wasn't giving the poor man chance to speak, and every time they ask uh, um, the presidential nominee, anytime they asked Biden a question, like he cut in front of him and he was thinking. So I guess I just tell him, I said, no, no, I can't deal with that. I left, I went and do some stuff. I come back in the room and boom, this is what hit me. So I was like, did one just call him? And my sister like, girl, you don't even know what you missed earlier on. It's like they're arguing back and forth. So
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I don't think I had the tolerance for it.
Ah.
I felt like kids play. And then a lot
Okay.
of people were like on Facebook, really bashing and saying things and whatever. But I couldn't really put a lot because
Mhm.
I didn't get a chance to sit and talk about it. So if anybody else have views out there and they want to talk about it, hey.
Yeah.
But I know it
Yeah.
was like a topic for everyone on social media for sure. Because even I
Mhm.
have some women in my group, and one of them lives in the States, and she called me last night and she said, girl, please make sure you got some room for me over there because when this madman's finished with us here, we're done. We come into
Mhm.
Canada. I'm like, okay. So, what is your take? As you said, you didn't watch much of it. So,
No, I didn't
what
watch
did
it.
you see anything? Did you hear anything?
Well, when I didn't pay close attention to it, but I saw a little part of it where I think Biden told Trump that he was smarter than him, and then Trump said, "You're smarter than me. You're not smarter than me. You went to this university, but you don't remember the college that you went, and you got the lowest grade in your class."
No. You see, that's
I
what
was
I'm saying. It
laughing.
was
I
like
said,
some
"Yo,
serious, serious punch.
this guy, he plays dirty. This guy Trump,
Yeah, big
he,
time.
he
Big
plays
time.
dirty, man." I go,
Big
"Wow."
time. So that's what I'm saying is like a lot of people are throwing stuff out there saying the same thing, like the things that he's saying and stuff like that. And they can't believe the comments he makes. But I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't as I said, that one really hit me when I walked into the room and I heard that part. I was like, well, I was lost because I couldn't believe they both was talking like that on a debate. Like, I mean, I couldn't believe that.
Mhm.
But anyways, um, my sister was just saying like it was like a kid's play. They would just keep going back and forth, right?
Mhm.
Hey, cuz. So I just like welcome, welcome. So I couldn't believe the things they were saying when she told me that they were just arguing like kids. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Hi Chanel, what's up? Uh, Hi, Marian.
My auntie. Hi, Auntie May. Welcome, welcome, sweetheart. I hope you have a glass. I know it's late. Yeah, she's like probably getting ready to sleep. She's all the way in England. So welcome, welcome, Mama. Thank you. So,
Yeah,
I don't know. As I said, for me, I don't know if anybody else have any views on there that they want to kind of like touch on it. Or if not, we could just go to something else. I know, you and I were talking about the COVID, the second wave is coming and all that stuff. So that again is the next thing for people to, I think even we touch base, we touched base on and on the topic. I think was it 2 weeks ago or was it last week? We were saying that you remember I think I told you like the shelves before saying like the shelves was going to be um low on supply and certain product and stuff, and people are starting to binge shop again and because
yeah,
it's winter and people don't really want to go out in the cold and everything and they want to kind of stack up what they have stock everything and so yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know if that's something that a lot of people have any. Chanel, come on, girl. We have room for you. Come on over. The whole clan. Bring everybody with you. So I don't know if that is something we want us to debate, talk on tonight. I think that's a good topic. Are we prepared enough? Do you think in Canada to go through the next wave of COVID? And what are you really doing to prepare? Even if you're not, what are you doing to prepare yourself?
I think we're prepared in
Hmm.
Canada,
Hmm.
but a lot of the homeless people, I don't think that is prepared.
Yeah.
Right, people that is more on the outside.
Hmm.
I think they was looking into
Some hotels and stuff to give them.
hotels, like yeah, for the homeless.
Hmm. Hmm.
But there's a lot of homeless folks that still wouldn't want to go to these hotels
Yeah.
because they are so used
To being
to do
outside and being on their
to being
own, not
outside,
having
and there
rules,
is
not having.
yeah, with the rules and everything that they're gonna have in those hotels,
And if we
they
were
don't
to
want to
even
abide by the
think about
rules.
it with doing a survey with them while we were in school, it's like they also feel vulnerable when it comes to like having the whatever they may have. Like,
Hmm.
some of them might just have a bag with like whatever personal items and they go into places like that, their stuff get robbed.
Yeah,
They go into places like they tell them that they can't bring certain things, like they can't bring a pet, they cannot, so
yeah,
it's like it's
yeah.
gonna be hard for them, especially in the winter time and with all these things out there.
Hmm.
They feel like they don't want to be like put into a position where they have to give up something for something, if you understand.
Yeah,
So yeah, that too can be a big issue. So
yeah. But what about you? Like, say for example, your workplace. Do you think you guys are prepared for that?
um yeah, we've always been like yeah, they've always been because they're part, remember I said they're part of the health, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we as I tell you, messages are constant, meetings are like endless, like everything is just we're always
Mm-hmm.
we're always on top of everything. You always get a message of something. You always get like you have a meeting of something. You always have an update of something. You always, when the numbers started rising in Peel, like they started, right away, everybody, the CEO, CAO, everybody's calling, messaging, sending you things. So it's like you always, you know. So now
Yeah.
we call self screening. So once you walk into the building, you scan your phone onto the website, and
Okay.
right away you're registered in again. So once you walk in, everything they know that you're in the building,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they started bringing people back into the workplace as of the 21st of September. When I say bring
Okay.
people back in, it would have been 1,000 people per building because we
Okay.
had two buildings. So what they were doing, they were joining the buildings, and so they consider that 1,000 people to be in that vicinity at
Okay.
one given time.
Okay.
But when you go in, we have spots that we could use and spots we cannot use.
All right.
And we have to be registered. And if we reach capacity, let's say for instance, in the one day that there is this amount of people in the building, we'll
Yeah.
be notified right away that we gotta clear it. We could only sit there for a few hours at a time.
Okay.
So they've been doing a lot of different things, and pretty much everybody's working from home.
Mm-hmm.
The social workers in the building had to, well, it's really a lot of people got packages, a lot of people got laid off, a lot of people got, because their work become obsolete. Like they don't need them anymore because a lot of people are working and they're splitting. Like, say for instance, you and I are working together, and they realize, let's say you might be working and you're close to retirement, or you already have about 10 years, and they might split the shifts. They might split different things and give one person more responsibility and take a next job and take it out of the equation. So they're
Yeah.
doing a lot of different things, you know. So
Hmm.
good night, Marilyn. Welcome. Thank you. Come on in. So it's just I find that they're doing a lot in terms of like getting the people up to date with stuff because we get messages constantly, as I said. Also preparation, they send out a lot of bulletin and a lot of stuff for families, and they send out all these hotlines and everything just to make sure if you need to reach out to anyone. They always check up on you, like even if your managers, they always do like a lot of one-on-ones. You get your one-on-ones like every week. How
Okay.
is your mental health? How are you doing? How is work? Are you overloaded? Are you bombarded? Are you? So you always have somebody always checking in on you as well.
Hmm.
So it
Hmm.
kind of makes you know that you have that support. But I think they're doing pretty well. They're doing pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, because I was talking today. I was talking to my HR, and
Hmm.
they have this system that is set up that if with the second wave coming, like they will split up the workers, so they would have like two continental shift, right?
Right.
So some guys would work like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Hmm.
basically 12 hours,
Right.
and then the next half of the other guys work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay. So you guys not
That's
always on the same shifts. You like have different.
yeah. So they're trying to just cross dock the workers,
Hmm.
so they don't want all the workers.
So cross path with each other all the time.
Yeah, in that case, if one person is infected, they would have to shut down the whole
Right.
place.
Like
If
a whole. Get
exactly,
it.
but if
Get it.
they cross path with the guys, one set of
Yeah.
guys here, one set of guys there,
Yeah.
they don't have to worry about that, right?
Right,
Yeah,
right. And it'll be better contained too because at least okay, these are the set of people that worked on that shift. So it's not like everybody. Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay,
yeah,
right. Yeah. So yeah, I think they've been doing pretty well because from since they started in March,
mm-hmm.
as I said, we've been like we were working like on our floor. We've been working like rotating days. So I might be home working from my computer, and then there's days then I will have to be in the office. But then the people that work beside me, they will be home. You know what I mean? So we kind of
Yeah,
rotate days where we
okay,
said, okay, these two people gonna work these days. These two people gonna work. You know what I mean? And that
yeah,
worked for us until we actually came home, and
okay,
then and then we just kind of it works really nice for us. So yeah,
yeah,
and then basically we have a whole entire fourth floor that's nobody's there. It's a ghost town. You walk there, not even a computer is on the desk.
wow,
Everybody's gone. Everything is gone, and I'm talking of a fourth floor that have over 300 people.
yeah,
One floor, and there's nobody there. There's nothing there, just desk.
okay,
um But in my area, what I like is that we can pick spots. But my spot, oh, I'm so happy. They tell me I'm spoiled, so which is good. My spot is not touched. Nobody's allowed to use my area, and I always love it like that. So I guess because of the stuff that I do, um, I keep records of stuff. So because
especially
I have a lot
football.
of files, yeah,
S-
yeah, exactly, because I have a lot of files, nothing is touched, nothing is moved, and I so love it because I
yeah,
don't like. I'm
especially
that kind of
football.
person. I don't like people touch things or move things. Sometimes somebody come on your desk or somebody come in a space and they see something and they take it or they move it.
Uh,
So yeah,
yeah,
so I just go in and do my thing and then I whatever and then I leave. Yeah, but yeah, in all respect, to be honest, I have to say Peel region's been really working hard to maintain like good, public health and stuff, and they've been
yeah, but I
doing
heard
it.
it's pretty high in Peel region.
It is, and it's a lot of the younger people from the 20s and early 30s, they're doing a lot of illegal parties. They're doing a lot of social stuff and not, you know.
Well, to tell you the truth, you know what I think? I think a lot of folks from Toronto been living Toronto
I'm coming in
and
Brampton.
going in Peel and do those. Nah,
Possibility, because look how much went to
I'm being
Wasaga Beach.
honest.
Look how much of them that, yeah. I mean, it's possible. I mean, there's no border to say, I'm going to, stop you on the border to say you're living in this area and you can't. It's just free for all. So I guess,
Hmm.
yeah. And then a lot of younger kids, as I said, the winter we had, you understand winter is a thing where everybody just feel like they're so depressed and they're in that zone. So once you get that release now and then you've been in quarantine for months, everybody want to be, oh, the winter's coming. I guess it's like that fear of, so they're just taking it in and soaking it all up, right? And it's not like they're keeping it within the family or keeping it within the small groups. Like they're going out and they're socializing with other groups and other people and people that they don't even know been where. So that even makes it even harder to track a lot of the time who they've been around and where what they're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah. So even they're saying the wave two now, they're talking about people in the as I said, the 20s and 30s that they're more concerned about because of the not social distancing, not thinking about wearing mask, not being, you know, mindful of
Yeah.
other people.
But one of my main concern is that, for example, you hear like the city, like the government,
Hmm.
they're closing some restaurants.
Yeah.
No, they're allowing some restaurants to be
Well, and they're
open.
closing down. They're not closing restaurants, aren't they? Cutting down on the numbers of how much patrons can be in the
Well,
restaurants and
yeah.
stuff.
Well, I think it's from 10 to 6, right?
Yeah.
And then I think bars, I think is the same thing.
Okay.
Strip clubs, I think they're those strip clubs are
That was the funniest part when I heard about the strips club being open. I'm like,
no, but you have to understand is that's those people's livelihood. That's their job. That's
oh,
what they.
okay.
Why me? Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, you're much
Same thing
closer.
like
You're gonna be
same thing
much
like
closer
your
to.
job. They have their job. That's
No, I didn't say no, but I'm saying just think about a strip club. So like how we know a strip club to be, you go in there and it's like you. So I mean, you're in closer
why.
contact. To me, it's like you're in closer contact. That's
Okay.
that's how I look at it. You're in closer contact,
So
right?
all they should do or say in strip club, you come in, they
She just
take
had to wear a
your
hazmat
they
suit.
take your
That's all. Just give
temperature.
her a big suit and just say, "Go on
No,
stage, girl.
just
Do you?"
all you have to do just wear your mask. Because for example, when you go to work, what do? You wear your
Yeah,
mask. Same
yeah.
thing, right? When you go to the mall, you wear the mask. When you go to the bar, when you go
Mhm.
to the restaurant, you
Yeah,
wear the mask. It's the
yeah,
same thing.
yeah.
So I think they should ease up a little bit on the
Mhm.
strip clubs because these people have a livelihood too. They have
That's
to
true. They gotta pay their bills. They gotta live. I
they have
know.
to
I
pay their
know.
bills.
I know. Yeah, I just think proper regulations wasn't in place. That's probably the reason why. And then again to the
Yeah, because with them telling them that, and then look at it for example, they have for example, they have the kids
mhm,
going to school. How many
mhm.
kids in a classroom?
Yeah.
About 20 something kids in a classroom? That's crowded. That's too crowded. To me,
That's
I think
yeah.
that's
Because like on a normal class would be like 30 something, right? So I guess they're
exactly.
saying they're cutting back to the average amount so that one teacher can have 20 kids. Let's say roughly. We're just saying that because I don't remember exactly the number. But I I just think they should have just, as I said, just cut the school year out. Cut the school year out until spring. Honestly, that was just my take. But then again, school will start back again next September. So it's again, they go back into next fall again and into that same weather. So it's like, as Clifford say, the government can't close the school. It's just, yeah, it is what it is. The system is just the way the system has to run. So,
But it's such a double standard. You can
yeah,
do one thing for one
hmm
person and say the
yeah,
next thing for the
yeah.
next person.
My
It should
friend
be
just
for
called me
everyone.
today. and she's telling me her daughter went to school like in September, and the first week they had a case, so they had to stay home for I think it was 3 days. And then she said today she just actually called me before the show started, and she's telling me now she's going home now, and there's some message on her phone. The school has three more cases.
Okay.
So yes, Marilyn, maybe something you're not telling us. So she's wondering now what is really going on, because now she's worried. When the daughter had to stay home for this amount of days, now
Yeah.
they're gonna be probably on lockdown now for a bit longer.
Uh-huh.
Hey Gwen, good night, good night. Hey Shy, good night. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's yeah, we know schools is money making. We know they have to do what they gotta do. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody gotta do their thing. But I just think we're gonna constantly hear a lot of cases happening in schools. We're gonna constantly hear cases happening in schools. So
Well, I think a lot of parents that is sending their kids back to school is because probably they cannot afford
mhm,
to keep the
mhm,
kids at home.
mhm.
Probably,
Possible, yes.
I
That's
think
very possible, yes.
it have to be
Yeah, that's very
because what
possible.
other reason would you send your kids back to school during these times? Like,
Some people too, they like some people might even say too, their kids miss socializing. And some kids they get really bored, so they have that all this pent up stuff, and it's like if they don't let out certain things, it's like they feel like they're you know so they want to be around people, they want to socialize, they want to be able to be out and whatever. And sometimes they might think better if they're in school because it's a structured place for them than being
mm-hmm,
home. When you're home, you do things pretty much on your time. If you feel like whatever, unless you have like that mindset. And it's kids, you know what I mean? Kids always want to do certain things at a certain time, whatever. But if they're in school, they know, well, it's
mm-hmm.
schoolwork, this, that, that. I'm just kind of like working my brains that way. So,
Yeah,
yeah. And then being home again with your parents constantly, because a lot of parents do work from home.
yeah,
So the nagging, I would say nagging. Yes, people, I said it. It's because you have to do your homework, you have to do your schoolwork, you have to do regular work, you have to do certain things, and if you don't do it, you hear about it constantly. So it's like to get out of that mindset kind of thing, right? So
true.
so it can be a lot of different things. So yeah. Now my son is telling me, guys, okay, you remember I said he is sick, he's asthmatic, whatever. This child wants to go to school now. He's like, I should have really put up that thing and go to school. I'm looking at him, you know what? You're on your own.
Go to school.
Yeah, because he's homeschooling, right? He's doing it
Yeah,
online.
that's better for him.
And he's telling me, oh, because he's like he's been home for so long and whatever, whatever. I'm like, you're confused. So
Wow.
as I said, it's better for him this way anyways. He'll thank me later. Yeah. Yeah. And I think sometimes I think this the little bit of structure that they put in place for them too, yeah. Being in school for a few days of the week and doing a few at home, I think it helps them because they also out there socializing. They meet friends that they had from before. Then they kind of like can do more instead of just sitting on a computer at home and sitting and just being bored, not having that, you know. Yeah, see. And you basically have them doing all the chores and stuff at home. They get up in the morning, you want them to, oh, do this, you want them to do that. Then when they get bored at the computer, they're like, oh, I'm gonna play video game. Or I'm gonna, sleep.
Well, what else can they ask for? What else can you do, man? And plus, winter is coming. You can't do
Winter's
anything.
coming. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because most places are closed.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess, as I say, I guess it works for a lot of parents that has their kids out there that actually wants to go out there and go in the classroom and be out again, socializing. You have some kids they need that interaction. To tell you the honest truth, there's a lot of kids out there that need that interaction because some of them again they're home and they have no siblings. They have all adults in the house,
Mm-hmm.
and the communication is like very minimal because You don't have that contact where you could say, oh, I'm sitting with a classmate and my
You
classmate
know,
is there
I just say
more.
that. I
Hmm.
just say that. That reminds me of my daughter. So on the weekend, I had my two daughters, right?
Fun field weekend.
so so both of them was here, and then
Yeah,
the bigger one decided to go home.
right.
So the smaller one was here. She goes, "Oh, daddy, I ready to go home." I go, "Why?" She goes, "Because it's bored." I goes, "Well, I'm here."
You guys boring? Are you guys boring? That's
Yeah,
what she said.
because she find it's boring because her older sister went home, right?
Oh,
So like,
so daddy's no fun.
no, well, I'm no fun to the game that she wanna play. The game that she was playing with her sister, I'm no fun
Okay, what
to her.
games was it, Kitron? What game?
Them they call
Doll?
Dolly Horse.
Watch me. Didn't you know you had to go on the floor and play Dolly House too? Come on now. Daddy, didn't you know?
Yeah, she goes, "Daddy,
Kitron,
I
do you
wanna
know how
go
much
home."
cars I had to play Kitron? I had boys. Kitron, do you know how much cars I had to fix?
Yeah, but that's that's you, man. That's you.
Kitron, Kitron, what do I know about cars? Listen, I was a mechanic. I was a fixer-upper. I was
Listen,
Bob the Builder. Listen, I was everything.
well, I understand that with you. With my
No,
daughter,
that
now,
was, I didn't mind. I really didn't mind. That
you
was
see,
just our pastime. I'm
you see,
telling
with my
you.
daughter,
Yeah.
whenever she play with her toys
Mm.
and she dirty the floor, she ain't cleaning it. Right there, she
Oh,
dirty it. Guess
God.
what she left? She ain't picking it up for
No, man, you
nothing.
have to make it fun. You have to make these things fun. You have to sing like a song. You have to sing. You have to, I won't call it bribery, but it's a little bit of bribery. You could use a little bit of bribery unless they don't know it's bribery, if you understand me. You say certain things and you throw a little something in there, and then you just get the little act of whatever happening, and
Yeah.
it works for everyone. And then
Uh,
later on, she comes again, and every time she comes on you and she do the same thing, you tell her about the same thing, and you guys make it into a little fun project, and both of you clean and talk and da da da, da. And then you hold the basket and ask her to shoot some goals in. Listen, you just have to be
uh,
creative, Daddy. Be
I,
creative, and
I,
you'll see. You will see. I'm telling you. That was my structure for my kids. I would
I, wi-
hold the basket
I
and they
wish
throw the stuff in.
I only wish she had took more from my side than her mommy side.
So what's the next topic again? Me, you're looking for people to bust people's head. You're looking for people to cut off people from the liquor show. Me, boy, I tell you, I just try with you, boy.
Wow.
I just try with you. No, but I think if you do little things like that, like fun stuff when she's playing, just be creative and, as I say, find a little bag or a little basket and call her and say, da 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 da, and play little games. Well, she'll get into it.
Okay,
So
so let
you're
me.
a boring daddy. I can't believe that. I didn't look at you to be a boring daddy.
I'm not a boring dad.
Well, your daughter said that you are.
Oh, it's the kind of game she wanna play with me.
I tell you, play dress up. Why
I
not?
can't play
Play
with
dress up.
dress up.
Play dress up. Sit down there and let she do whatever and just sit down and mimic what she's doing and just listen to her and let her have her fun. And when she's
Uh-huh.
finished, then you're gonna be the best daddy ever in the whole
So what?
entire world. Listen to
So
me.
so where's my
Not
fun?
all this thing about what she's doing
Listen.
to you, like makeup
She
and all.
don't like
Nah.
she
But
don't
she's
like
playing
to
with her
share her
doll.
toys.
Well, you're her daddy. She's supposed to share it with her daddy.
No,
So wait, if you're
she
playing, you
don't
have to sit
like
down
to
and
share.
watch. You have to sit down and so so you don't get to do nothing. You don't get to
I
interact. You just get to sit
no.
down and watch.
She didn't get none of her attributes from me. She get
Listen, we
everything
don't
from
go
her
in
mom.
day. We don't go in day.
No, I'm
You
just
we
telling
don't
you.
go
Like,
in. I don't care about that. I asking you a question. If you have to play with the child, you like thing and you like drama. I don't go in day. I ask you if the child playing with you, does she share her toys with you, or do you have to sit down and watch?
all right, I feel like let me
You can
ask you
put
a
it
question.
anyhow you like.
Okay, let me change that topic. Uh, let me ask. We go change that topic. Let's
Go ahead. You have a few minutes, so go
at,
ahead.
at all right. At what
Hmm.
age,
Hmm.
growing up as a kid, at what age were you allowed to go to like parties and stuff?
What age was I allowed to go partying?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't want people to know my business. Kitchen, you
What
just pull some
talking?
topics sometimes, and I just kind of get upset with you, because I find you
No,
just like,
that's a good topic. At what
is
age
it?
were you allowed to go party?
Right, let's say don't go there. Um, we weren't allowed to go partying in. Whoever is in the family, don't respond to nothing I saying tonight. Just pretend all they didn't see and all they didn't hear. Okay, please and thanks. So we weren't allowed to go partying.
What? Should I say
Um,
17? Jeez.
mhm. We had I don't know if anybody could remember this, but there was a thing in Sugar Mill, La Sucre. There's a thing in Sugar Mill. They used to call teenage dance party back in the days. I don't know if anybody remember that.
Teenage dance
Um,
party?
yeah, and the same Dwayne Pitt, which is
The bandit?
Bandit father, and them used to play in, because they used to be the owners and stuff of
Sugar
La
Mill.
Sucre back
Okay.
then. So they used to play teenage dancer parties and all these different things and whatever. And those were like more like by the time you're like 13, and so you're kind of going into those little, but that used to be, they said teenage dance parties, but it was like a mixture of people, because back then there was no rule and regulation for age in terms of certain parties and certain places you go.
So
So teenage,
basically, it was like around 13 you started
yeah,
going,
from 13 and
you
up,
was allowed to
you
go out.
because that was and that was during the day, mind you, that was during the day, right?
During
So
the
you,
day?
during the day, yeah, it was
So,
during the day.
so,
So it starts from, if I remember,
yeah.
it might have been from either 12 or 1 in the day
So what time was your
until
curfew?
4. No, I'm saying that was a
4?
daytime thing. Yeah, so 12 to 4 in the day
No,
was a
what time
teenage
was your
dance party.
curfew?
Well, hold on, I'll get into all that.
Okay.
So that was a teenage dance party, and that used to be every Saturday, right?
Okay.
So my aunt, she's older. I used to go with her because she was older than I was. So that was like my little escape to whatever. But that was during the day. Now party, we weren't allowed to go to like like night thing and da 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 da. No, my grandfather probably would have break my legs from my legs to my hip up in my head and crack my skull. No, we weren't allowed to do that because the way we were brought up is like the party thing wasn't that kind of. But you see, when you go to like, let's say you go to like a grandparent or you go somewhere else and you have older cousins, because my cousins was guys, so I used to go
So,
little things with
so,
them.
so basically, you weren't allowed to go to like school harvest and stuff?
No, we used to go school harvest and stuff. We used to go to like because Boca had school fairs and other things like that and whatever. But we had some serious curfews. Yeah, we used to have block. We used to go block calls and other little things. But like you grew up with like your grandparents and stuff. With me, it was my grandparents, which was my aunts and stuff, father and mother,
Okay.
and we had curfew. So we had a specific time that we had to be home,
Hmm.
and yeah. So we
So what
certain
was your
things.
curfew?
I probably say like about 8.
8?
Yeah, about 8. I would say.
What is that
Yeah.
fall?
Yeah. That's exactly what I was. Thanks.
That's the time fall does go sleep with it.
I
8 o'clock.
I think the party thing. I think the party thing for me that I could remember. I think probably 16, 17, because I came here when I was 17.
Oh, so you break out when you came
So when I came here,
Canada. Okay.
I
So
really
that's when you
started
break
like
out.
knowing. Yeah, I think I really started knowing party
Oh,
here,
okay.
because I don't know if a lot of people can remember like Thornberry, Rogers and
Oh,
Oakwood,
so that's where you
like
used to go. Them
those kind
place
of
down there.
places. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I knew going to like different Silverton and Rogers, like a lot of those places I remember going, like even Eglinton had a few places, Eglinton and Kiel and da 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 da, different places, but it's more in Canada here because my grandparents never really, yeah. Miss Black Beauty, you started at 16?
Nah, I
Yeah.
think she started before that.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know, Papa.
Yeah, she started way before that.
Started before that? Okay.
Yeah, man.
Maybe something you know and we don't know. So, I mean, yeah.
Uh, I don't wish to share, but I know she started before that.
Okay. Okay.
That's nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
So, mostly I would say it's more in Canada because a lot of the other stuff was more like, teenage stuff. And all these little things, little harvest, carnival stuff, whatever. But yeah, the partying really started here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about you? I mean, guys are different because I know sometimes, you go to your little parties, you're young,
Nah, nah. Me, the only thing I used to go to is Harvey's, man.
Okay. So is it you're a church boy?
Nah,
Ah.
nah. I wasn't no acolyte. What happened to you?
I didn't say I just asked if you're a church boy. I
Nah,
mean,
nah.
yeah, you're a
Oh,
church goer,
I,
going to church
yeah,
and
I used to go to
things like
church, but I was not an acolyte.
that. Okay. All right. I didn't say it wasn't on just, but I see, I tell you, I just get it. I didn't say nothing, but that's good. Okay. So it wasn't acolyte, but you were in church. All right. Anybody
Yeah.
else who started going parties earlier than 16? Who started going like parties, adult parties and stuff before 16? But I have a story to give you. I just remember. Wee. You see a thing that's happened? One time I play fast kitchen and I say I followed my auntie to go party. Auntie gone home. I find friends. This I go stay out. Kitchen. I walking home. You have ever done something and it's like your mind, your mind is gonna go faster than what your mouth is going to say. You know that right away. Before you even about to tell a story, your mouth is gonna just your mind is going fast, your mouth is playing catch up because what you want to say, certain things in common and I'm building story in my head before I reach home. Like my party, mind you, I wasn't supposed to go. That's my one like a time I decide no. When my aunt leave and gone, I was with my friends because we're living in the same area. I have to try to make the story, how I get left. But back then there's no cell phone and that kind of thing. And that thing I didn't Grenada, eh? Party swinging, I
Yeah.
swinging, I enjoy myself, and I they say, tell me, what I go tell these people when I reach home? Kitchen? Story thing. I say, well, no, I said that song in right because I put it in my head. My mouth would not say that because I can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
Or what I try to do, I have to go over to a family member, stay there with the family member, and get the family member to go home with me because I could not come up with a proper lie that's gonna sound legit. And there's no way I could lie and tell them I stay in party because I wanted to stay in party.
Yeah.
So, pal, guess when I reach home now? Next day, Sunday, because I sleep over at a family member because I'm afraid to go home.
Why?
So well, what are you doing in party this time of the night? How come I reach home so late and the older one reach home before me? What am I gonna say? I tell you, this story wasn't adding up in my
So why
head.
didn't you say get lost?
The which part of Green did I get? And I didn't go far. So which last I get lost for the kitchen? Kitchen, I can't go home. Afraid. So, pal,
But
I go over.
remember growing up as a kid, right?
Hmm.
Let's just say, for example, like the older folks used to try to scare the kids on them
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. So they used to tell them, "Oh well, we have my mama." Uh,
Nah, that
oh,
one never bother me. No,
no,
serious.
but they used to
I
tell
know.
us that,
Oh,
right?
Mama Melody this and Mama Melody that
Yeah.
who and
So
what and
like
what.
sometimes,
Mm-mm.
like when me and my brother used to go out, well, it's who forced to reach home, and we running go. I like if both, if both of us go out together, we have to make sure coming back together because so that when we used to pass is like it's kind of dark, right?
Oh
And it's not
God.
close to the main road, so
All
trust
right.
me,
You
like
have to walk, and
yeah, it's
especially when
country
you
part,
see.
and like
Mm-hmm.
trust me, yo, in
Talking
in
about that,
like
we had a friend in our neighborhood. He went and see, but you always call it. They call it back on kick up or war roll. Remember them days when you talk about movies, you can go in movies theater and watch war roll and all that things. So it's like
yeah,
going to the
yeah,
movies to see action movies and going and see kung fu and stuff. He
mm-hmm,
went to
mm-hmm.
see kung fu and he came home. But when he came home now, it was so dark that the area he's coming home in the area we lived back home. I don't know if anybody knows Tempe. We was living in Tempe at the time, and in the back there was called the cocoa. So it's not whatever, but it's a lot of cocoa trees and stuff. But because of where you're walking in, it can be a bit, dismal without like one street light here and the next one is like really far in and whatever. And the story of all this is that came out and watched Kung Fu, walking home, and it's like everything he thought he saw in the movies, like seeing it with all the trees and everything. Do you know when they when everybody got up in the morning, you should see how much banana trees there was on the ground in the morning.
How did he end up
And
there though?
this is a true story.
How
He
did the
had
banana tree end up on the ground?
he thought was men fighting with that coming towards him, chopped on. And if my aunts are on here, they could attest to that.
Wow.
They could say yes, they remember that. Listen, that was a day. The funniest thing, everybody's cracking up because they knew he went to the theaters. They knew. So it's
Uh-huh.
like he came back and he probably thought, when trees are attacking him and they're looking like, some of the leaves can look like men, right? So you're like,
Yeah.
oh, whatever.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Listen, we had that talk was like the talk of the tongue. Oh
Wow.
my word, that was the funniest thing. But yeah,
Wow.
certain things a lot of people couldn't do because it's like they're scared to walk in the night, they're scared to see this, and they're
True.
scared to see that. And I think maybe if I was a bit younger and they said these things and whatever, after a while you get older, you don't really
Yeah.
think about that. Yeah, yeah,
You don't really think about that, eh?
no,
Hmm.
nope. Remember, I tell you, I like to,
I
you
think
know,
you really find it.
hmm?
What are you drinking, Kathy?
Nothing.
No, because I remember you had told everyone I think it was last week, you won't be drinking anything with
I
sugar, anything.
listen, Kitchen.
No, no, well, you said it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and I can tell
Yes, I
whatever
did.
you drinking there
I broke my. Well, I'm gonna tell you. I broke
has
my
sugar in
sugar.
there.
Yes, I broke my sugar.
I know you couldn't keep your
But this is
promise.
the fifth. This is the fifth one. The fifth. I mark it on my calendar.
What's that? Ice cap?
Yeah, I wanted it. I wanted it.
Wow.
Kitran, man. What do we win? Okay, when I started this sugar thing, it was on the 8th of September.
No,
Today
it
is the
wasn't.
first. Yeah, it's right there. I'm watching my calendar right now. The 8th of September, and because we had the show on the 7th. No, we had the show on the 8th actually. That was the night when I said no sugar.
Okay,
See,
it's not. Well, it's not
right?
a month yet.
I know, but I told you I broke it 5 times already.
Yeah.
But I'm being on. You
Don't forget to share the live, guys. Don't forget to share the live.
see,
At the top
Kitran,
of the hour, we're gonna be bringing on our
special
special
guest.
guest tonight. So don't forget to share the live. All
Yes,
right.
guys. Thank you once again for coming on. We appreciate you as usual. Thank you, thank you, thank you for always coming on and sharing and liking and commenting and being involved. And we appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
How are you guys enjoying the beautiful weather?
Which beautiful
Why
water,
are you making
Kitron.
up your face like that?
Kitron is cool.
What are you talking about, Cole?
Okay, it's cooler than last week.
Yeah, it's
Let's put
cooler.
it that way.
It's like 16 degrees.
16 degrees. Yeah, it's cooler.
That's good
So,
weather.
yeah, it's not bad. It's not
Okay, why are you complaining?
beautiful weather. I wouldn't say it's
That
beautiful.
I don't understand.
I said it would now
That's
say
the problem.
beautiful,
That's the
but
problem
it's
with
no, no,
us
no.
folks
I did not say it's
because
bad. I did not say. Did you hear
hold
that?
on. That's the problem with us folks because
Uh-huh.
in the summertime when outside is hot, we tend to complain, "Oh, yo, it's
We
so
say it's
hot
hot.
and humid." And fall time is
Mhm.
kind of getting chilly. Oh, it's
I
kind of
love
getting
fall though.
cold.
No, I love fall. It's cooler. I said it's cooler. I said cool and I kind of reach track what
Well,
I said. It's
November
cooler.
reaches now, ending in November.
It's freezing.
Everybody's starting to complain.
Hmm.
It's cold. I want somebody to come back.
Now when summer come back, now we complain how hot it is again.
Well, you know what?
We're human. I mean, gosh, we're human.
Listen.
Hi, Esther. Good night.
highest. That's
Who was drink? Miss Black Beauty? Yeah, you was drinking pop, right? You see?
not me.
Yeah.
You. So you lie. You lied to the people.
What? No, I said 5 times. You see, I didn't lie. But I just said relapsed five. I said that. You see, people don't listen to when I speak, boy. I tell you. What? Better I just lie.
Yeah, you should have. So next
Why?
time, don't tell people that you're not
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
drinking sugar
for a month.
for
I know.
no. You said I don't think you said a month. I think you said a month and
Yes,
a
a
half.
month. No, oh my gosh. So yes, kitchen. What do we have next?
You know what I'm drinking here? Some
No.
some bush tea.
That's good.
You see, I have to sip on it because it's bitter.
Got it. But that's the best way to have it, anyways.
No sugar.
Miss Black Beauty, I like when you're silent. I like when you're silent. I like when you're silent. Yeah, I like when you're silent. I you can remember, tell me exactly what it was, Ginger.
Of
Oh
course.
God.
Yeah.
Thanks, Miss Black Beauty, for keeping track on me. I know. I'm sorry to the public, okay, guys? I'm sorry. But I did relapse 5 times. Yes. This is yeah. I had cookie, I had cake, I had ice cap. But I'm being honest. That's a good thing about it. I'm being honest, and I'm
Yeah.
not pretending that I'm perfect. No, no, no. I mess up, yes.
Hmm.
So thank you once again, guys. In a few minutes, we're gonna have our special guest on. We just want to say thank you for coming on and sharing. Thank you for always being a part of our show. If anyone out there has any topics that you want to send to us, any ideas you may have, any guests, anybody that you want to feature on, anybody you would like us to get in touch with, stuff like that, please feel free. Don't be afraid. Share information or ask, send out topics and stuff like that. You could shoot messages after us. So we appreciate you guys for always coming on. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. I'm just waiting on our guest to accept.
Sorry?
I'm waiting on our guest to accept.
You're trying to talk into yourself again.
I said I'm waiting on our guest to
Okay.
accept the email.
Okay. So Esther, how you doing, girl? Good night. Good night.
How is everyone doing?
Shy.
It's almost the weekend.
Marilyn. Miss Black
Thursday.
Beauty. I
Wow.
know. Sip and chat. Okay, what are you guys drinking before our guest comes on? What are you guys drinking? Put it in the chat. It's sip and chat. It's sip and chat. So I mean, I want to know what they're drinking. Whether it's water, bush tea. You drinking bush tea? I have an ice cap.
Well,
I don't know what everybody else is drinking.
I need to cleanse my soul.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing. Cleanse, man. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse away.
Yeah. So now we
No,
welcome our guest for tonight. Good night. Good night. Good
his mic
night.
is muted.
Yeah,
Good
greetings,
night,
greetings,
good night,
greetings, greetings. Blessed night to you and everybody. Of love
good
and strength all
night.
the time.
Blessings. Nice to have you on. Thank you so much for gracing us with your
What's going
presence.
on, Mandela Links?
Highly appreciated, man. Everything's great, can't complain, you know how the thing is, the COVID in the air, but I mean, great, that'd been nice. Over a couple months, well enough, we haven't had a case now, so. I mean, otherwise than that, everything's good, music and more music, that's music life, you know me. I
Yeah.
hook onto the music, I can't get away, just record, I have my studio home, so I just from the bed get up, go studio. It was constantly just music.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't help it.
Yeah.
Well, we want to
And
say
giving
thank you
God
for coming
thanks.
on. Blessings about that. Amen to that.
So
So, guys,
Yeah.
tonight we have our guest on. It's Mandela Links. You guys know him as Mandela Links from Grenada. It's Mr. Mandela McDonald. Thank you so much. We appreciate you taking your time from your busy schedule. Even though you're saying it's music, it's still your scheduled time. So we appreciate you taking the time to come in on and gracing us tonight. So thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for having me too. It's a blessing that you give me that air with the fans, and friends, because I know sometimes they want to hear the artist, they ain't seen the artist, but opportunity like this with you all now make it possible for the fans. You know what
Yes,
I
it
mean? So
is.
it's a blessing all wrong. It's a blessing all wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you're here. There's people on the live. They've seen you live. So you could say your
so
little.
so Mandela, let everyone know who Mandela Links is.
There we go.
Yeah, well, basically Mandela Links is from Vincent Vincent Davis, born and graded an artist.
Yeah.
My father was a singer. He used to sing back in back in the days, sing calypso and stuff. So his name is Teacher Jose. Come from then. I started to write music at the age of 5. Me song funny, but at the age of 5, and the song's still in my head. And never, yeah, never give up. No, keep pumping. I used to write a lot of poems, and poems. I love poems, so I used to just write books and books of poems. Then
Right,
if I
right,
pull exercise that poem, then a new one again poem, and then like, started to write a lot of music. I used to just sit on the day and write out 6 songs. I'm growing up,
right,
just music and
right.
music and music, and then I used to go around with a guy named Guy Fox, and we used to go around and hit like that time we call it Blocko. When
Hmm.
like now we're having party with DJs, you have a different name they call it now, but they call it Fete or whatsoever, but we call it Blocko them time. So
Yeah.
Right,
go around, I always get the opportunity to touch the mic, everybody want to hear Mandela sing the local youth man, touch the mic, do you like
right,
a
right,
clash with somebody like a elder than you, but I didn't give it up.
right, right,
Push
right,
the music. Then in 2020 was a 2020 2010
Yeah.
2010. Yeah, I decided, I have to do a reggae because I used to go and touch the mic all the time. Say, let me do a
right.
reggae song. I record my first reggae song that year. I was writing my home, my
Okay.
first studio we had. And then keep paddling on from there. Big J, this is Baby Killer cousin. He brought me
Mm-hmm.
into the soca. He married my cousin. He brought
Right,
me into the soca music. Say, man, like, you need to come and sing soca, boy. You mashing up the place too much. He used
Yeah.
to
right,
bring me around the country and just start different places and freestyle. This gone
right,
mad. So he said, you
right,
need to
right,
sing soca. So I came in and started to sing soca. We
Okay.
go
right.
by a group named Project 2, but them time there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And and then after, the next year, he said, man, they were like, you have start, so you have to continue.
Right,
Continue 2012, because we started 11, so 12, go 2013, continue making music. Them time I put not so much a song, 7 songs, you know what I mean?
right, right,
And
right,
then 2014, I continued 2015, I ended up winning an award for the biggest reggae song.
right,
2016, hit Soca Mona Groovy competition the first time, came second. You
right.
know, 2017 be the first Grenadian artist to be nominated for the Pan American Song Contest. I was going up with people, movie stars was in that. When I watching people,
Right,
my
right.
I had a song named Richness, and that song only had 1,000 views the video. And I was going up against people with 40
Wow.
something million views. I was like, what? To
Yeah.
get an opportunity there. It was a wow
Right,
for me. I mean, just being nominated alone was a blessing.
right,
Then
right.
I continued. Then like Tombstone come along the next year, because Tombstone was the same year with Power when I came second in Groovy, but
Mm-hmm.
we didn't release it. We didn't release it. So we
Right.
put it out
Okay.
on a different 2018. So
Okay.
2018 job Tombstone, ooh, fire, gone. We end up winning the biggest job song of the year 2018. So come
Right,
on up, thing number one, I still come fourth. I end up with Trinidad, we created history. Come back
right.
to my country. Government made me an ambassador in my country. Me and one a couple other artists, because we created history. That was a blessing. 5 artists
Mm,
in the international soca monarch in
right,
Trinidad. You
right,
know,
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
that,
right.
and then still come back and win the international Soca Award, Wildcat
Yes,
Award. That was a great achievement, because it'll be
nice.
the first Grenadian artist to win that. So that was a blessing for me. Yeah,
Right,
and the music never stop. So I give you
nice, nice.
a crash course there, Mandela Links,
Yeah, I realize that. I realize that. We appreciate that. So a
Yeah,
lot of people that did not know much about Mandela Links, he gave you,
yeah,
wow, like a lot of years of history. So he gave you a
history.
good 18 years almost 15 years of history.
Yeah,
So yeah, we
lot of history,
appreciate
man.
that. Now I'm just gonna
Lot
take
of
you
history.
go back a little bit more. You were saying that your dad was a teacher and they call him host.
He
Was
was
it
a
Jose?
yeah singer. Yeah, he was a singer. They used to call him
Right,
Tisha Jose. Tisha Jose. Yeah.
right. So back in the day when he was a singer, how old were you then when he was singing?
That time I was like maybe them time then maybe I was like uh I must say like 4, 3 years going back there. That time I
Right,
was young, young,
right.
young, little boy. That
Would you
I
say you were
basically
emulating? Yeah, would you say you were emulating your dad? Like you're looking at him and you're saying, I want to be like this man. This is what
no,
I want
no,
to
no,
do.
no.
Okay,
I never got that. I never got that
okay,
moment with my dad,
okay,
because my
okay.
dad never took care of me. Never took care of me. I only
Oh,
hear, I only hear from a
oh,
Jamo and
okay.
Angel do something. My dad never take care of me. That's why make me the kind of person that I am now. I got 5 kids and one person alone,
Strong
and
and
I stick in there
resilient.
and until I dead. One person with all my kids and make sure when I get up, I can see my kids in my food because every time I remember my dad, I remember seeing my dad when I was 5 years old.
Right,
And my dad gave me $5 to buy ice cream.
right.
And then the next time I saw my dad is when I was 24 years old. Could you
Wow,
imagine that? Yeah. And
wow.
now, if you see me and my dad now, you surely think that I grew up with my dad. Me and my dad is like ring and finger, tight, tight, tight.
So it's
I
all
don't hold
love,
nothing
right?
against my dad.
It's
It's a
all
love,
love.
yeah,
It's
man.
all love.
And
It's all love.
so I mean, I guess
And I
sometimes in
respect
life,
that. As a man, I respect that. You have to know when to and how to and why to. I respect
exactly
that.
because
I respect that.
I I can't hold him accountable for what happened in the
Yes,
past
yes,
with my
yes,
mother. I can hold my
yes.
mother accountable because
Right,
that was their life, their
right,
time. You know,
right.
I just have to live past that, and I mean, make him feel appreciated. Let him know that he's
Right.
appreciated by me
Yes,
and his
absolutely,
grandchildren. I can keep all my
absolutely,
grandchildren from him because of the past. You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Right,
Love,
right,
right? You, yeah.
right, right. And at one point in time, I saw you did a video at, was it Jabba? And you had some kids in the video and stuff. Was that your kids as well, or was it just
That's my
neighboring
kids.
kids?
That's
Right,
my
right.
kid.
And it's
That
just
time
the
they
joy
was
on their face, and just you with them is like,
yeah, and this was their idea. He was 3 years old, and he was
really?
like, Daddy, let's get black." I say, "Okay." So I couldn't put the oil, I use the coals, I
Yeah,
pound the coals,
yeah, yeah.
and mix it Vaseline, I rub on the skin, and I do this that for tombstone.
Yeah, well,
That's the
that's what I
first
remember.
video
One
that
of the
went
videos.
viral.
Yeah, yep,
That's the first video that went viral in Tombstone with my kids,
right,
and then everybody was liking it. I was watching people writing in all different languages in
right,
comments. You know what I mean? When I watch the translating, when they go to the translator, they was like, oh, they love to see that, the love, you know
right,
what I mean? And
right, right,
and what is the name of the song? Then people start
right,
looking it up, and that was a blessing because basically my kids is who motivate me,
right.
because I don't do nothing without them. They in studio with me. I mean, my twins sang the first song at 4 years old. You know, 4 years old. They
Wow,
sang the, yeah, they have a song out. My twins, and my last son was born the same night. Same when I was in Trinidad performing in the international soccer monarch. My son was born that day. So, and he is crazy over music. I was just videoing him. He's a year and something. Just videoing him. They dancing to Killer, and dancing to Jabdo Burnout. He's crazy. Every time he hear music, instantly he's crying for music constantly. He always in. Many
wow.
one time I go in the studio, he come and sit down on me. You want to juke music? He love music. So,
So
I
how
mean, I
does that
engraved with
make
him
you?
already.
Yeah, how does that make you feel as a father to see that you are part of music and you see that your kids have that, how would I say it, have that drive and that
Like,
hunger for music and that love. How does that make you feel though?
well, trust me, it gets me emotional sometimes, when I see my kids, with that adrenaline, that sting,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, that grasp, the way they hang on to the music and the love they
Right.
show for and passion they have for it, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Right.
It bring tears to my eyes sometimes, and it makes
Right.
me show much more interest into them, into what they love, because I don't want to force it on them, but they love
Right.
it, so it makes me show more interest, because if I had it as a young man,
Right.
I would have been further in my musical career now. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I mean, I remember in my time I grew up traveling miles to get coconut, to grate to make oil, picking up the nutmeg. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
Going fighting
Mhm.
in the mountain to get provision. Hard
Right.
life.
Right.
So and when I see they doing that now, so much interest in the music. That's why I try to support them 100% in that.
Right.
Push them because
Right.
they motivate me. You know, to do me,
Right.
and
Definitely
they motivate me to help them to do them,
to
because
do
their
that.
first
Right.
song, their first song, for instance, I never, they come up with the idea. That was the idea.
Wow.
And I just held them along because I try to make them know be independent. You have to use your own mind and create your own stuff.
Right.
I wouldn't go
Right.
force them and say, watch, I write a song for you, I write a song for you. My era
Right.
is not the
Right.
era.
Right.
My
Right.
era is not the era. What I
Right.
will do is I will try to balance them and help them to go about doing it in the right way. So that's their
Right.
idea, that their
Right.
style. So I just try to help them build on it.
Definitely.
Understand? But I don't
Definitely.
want to just change them and push them down a
Right.
different part, a different era that they know nothing about. Is what they see
Right.
now. That is what they're gonna know.
They want to
They're
go
gonna
for,
know
yes.
the new vibration of the music, what the people will be attracted to, what they will like more, what they will
Right.
gravitate to.
Definitely.
You understand?
Definitely. Yes.
And they could help me now to catch myself in the generation their generation that coming up.
Coming, becoming,
So
yes, absolutely.
I could stay on top just to see me, you understand?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. I like your you have that passion in your voice and that fire in your voice. The way you speak is just like you have that, boldness, and I like that.
yeah,
Some people can be very charismatic. They can be very quiet. They can be very, mellow. But yeah, here
yeah.
I am, and this
And,
is who I am. Yeah, and I like
yes,
that. I
yeah,
like that boldness too. I like
So
that.
Mandela,
it's my
what
brother.
motivates you to sing soca music?
Hmm.
Soca music, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I mean, say that's this, right? In the
Right.
beginning, I like reggae and dancehall music. That's why I say sing. But I never
Okay.
really believe in singing gun music and violence music. Hence the reason why, because I don't want my kids to get up in the morning and take a knife or a cutlass and chop somebody or kill somebody. So I don't want to lead along that part, right?
Right.
So
Okay.
I used to always sing more positive dancehall and positive reggae music. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
love.
Mm-hmm.
So then by singing that now, and then I recognize it wasn't working for me. God, people don't study, it working for me. So I decided, you know what, Mandela, you got to do something. You got to use your talent and bring it out in a different way. So I came into the soca. Yes, I came into the soca. But what gave me the drive for soca is to see people like Tangler, people like Sparrow, you know, people like Black Stallion, Diajamo, these guys, Inspector, these guys fought for the culture to bring soca music to the world where it is right now. And yet, at their age, at this point in time, look, Sparrow there, I see Sparrow the last time is on his bed home, and he's still singing out his voice. He's singing out his throat. He's singing,
Yeah.
putting out everything still. You understand? In his last, in his age now, Ajamo was sick so bad. Ajamo still get up and still singing. They're still fighting. When I think about how these people have fought for our culture, our Caribbean culture, because it's not Grenada, it's not Trinidad alone, it's not Saint Vincent or whosoever. It's all of us are one. Is one people. You understand?
Right.
Is
Yeah.
one Caribbean fighting to get their genre outside there, soca music. But
Mhm.
to get it as
Right.
a genre, that is why we fighting, because it basically is on the dancehall. So when I see those guys fight so hard, that motivate me to want to fight as them and to want to evolve our soca
Hmm.
music into something greater. So somebody could say, just like how a song could drop this week in the Caribbean, and you drop this week by next week is 20 million views. I want to
Right.
see soca music get like that. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
You see, like
Right.
when them R&B drop, singer, hip hop singer drop a song today, by the time this evening is so much million. This is
Yeah.
the way I want to see soca come. So that is what gave me the drive and the motivation. The energy came from the older folks who have fought hard for this culture. You think these guys never used to make no money? These guys barely used to make any money in the time. You check is
Right.
now that the thing has sing into come to copyright and stuff, they start making something. But
Right.
a lot of these guys and them used to sing for little and nothing. You understand? And they
Mm-hmm.
fought, but that still they didn't give up. So
Right.
they give us they give us the motivation. They give me the motivation so that I can take that mantle up and carry it on to my
Hmm.
generation, to your generation, and the generation to come and to come and to come. You
Right.
understand? Because
Right.
after all, we cannot let the people they fight so hard and just put it aside. You
Right.
understand? So
Right.
this is what motivate me. They motivate me. They are the ones. This is why if you
Right.
listen to my songs have a little old school feeling, but a modernized
Hmm.
feeling.
Hmm.
Tombstone old school,
Hmm.
but new school. The
Hmm.
reason why
Hmm.
Tombstone is like that, because I wanted to make the old people happy. The old people who
Right.
also play jab from way, 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 way back, you know. When they hear when I dead, put jab on me tombstone, they have to feel good. You know why? Because they remember when they was young playing jab, and
How
they
they
remember
felt, how it make them feel.
how it make them feel. Yes, you
Right.
understand?
Right.
They're supposed
Right.
to get
Right.
that vibe from it, and the kids. supposed to be able to sing it. And the middle age is a different set of people because
Right.
they like a different set of music. So
Right.
automatically, when the old people singing it and the kids singing it, they are going to sing it too.
All right.
That's my
I
strategy.
had a
Yeah.
I had a experience with the Tombstone song last year. So Caribana weekend, we went on a boat cruise, and a lot of people will know it's an all white boat cruise with Scratch in
Yeah.
Toronto. And that song came on. I'm telling you, that boat rocked from side to
Decide.
side to side to side. And it was DJ Andy playing that song. And I'm telling you, that was a boat ride that nobody forgot.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
everybody talk about when that song came on and that boat started rocking. Do you know the captain
Rocking.
had to literally go slow with that boat? And
Yeah.
it was a
Wow.
boat ride that we enjoyed. I remember last year you were in Trinidad and you were on Shalmasha's show, I think it was.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
were there
Yeah.
with I Lonnie J. Is that a name? Lonnie J. No,
Rooney
I can't
J
remember
and
his
Booba. Yeah.
Ronnie
Yeah.
J,
Ronnie J.
something
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah. Ronnie J.
And you
Ronnie J.
guys
Yeah.
were right, and you guys was on that show, and they introduced you guys, and both of you was there and whatever. And I remember that fire you guys had on that show, and they
Yeah,
introduced
man.
you guys came on, and Ronnie J did his thing, and then when they bust Tombstone, Shamasha probably did a pull up on that song maybe 10 million and you guys hit that studio. The just the
Energy,
way you
man.
speak,
Energy.
man, just the way you speak is the fire you
Yeah.
have in you and the passion. And he keeps saying that
It's,
about you. He said just the way you speak and the way you do your song, it makes him
yeah.
just have that love for you. And yeah,
Yeah.
I feel that in you all the time.
You
If when I
know,
hear the song, it's like the vibe
you
you
say
put out.
that. You say that my skin raised. You know, I get that all the time. And you know what people that
Yeah,
interviews and
the vibe
that
you
happened to me.
put out.
All the time, all the time, all the time. I get that. I did an interview for a UK magazine recently.
Right,
This week,
right.
the whole week I've been doing interviews from only
Wow. Well,
foreigners.
congratulations.
I don't know, whole week.
Congratulations.
Yeah, this whole week,
Congratulations.
every day is an interview from outside
Nice, nice,
England,
nice.
wherever. So I've been doing an interview for a UK magazine, right?
Right.
And when after the interview, the guy was like, he messaged me back. He said, thanks for having you. He said, but I'm here now, sitting and thinking, whenever, whenever I had, besides the day that I have interviewed the artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
That have so much of wisdom, that is so smart, that think on that level, and so humble.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Say, yo,
Mm-hmm.
you're just humble and cool, man. He say, yo, you taught me a lot of things today, you know what I mean? And but
Right.
it's just about being me because
Right.
I don't know what to change, meaning that all the fame and thing around me, circle around me, look at when you see me and Trinidad, we go to Trinidad Reunion. I brought up
Mhm.
Buba never go to Trinidad.
That
They
was
didn't
the
even know
person's
Buba.
name. Yes, Buba. They said they never knew. I
They,
remember he was saying, I don't even know who you
yo,
were. I don't until the
I
day I heard you. I remember
they
that.
don't know. I
Yes.
I wanted to be the first Grenadian artist to go outside there and bring up an artist that know what you don't know. And I did
Right.
it. I bring him in
Right.
Trinidad. You
Right.
understand? When Buba started to
Right.
sing, people them fellas and them ball. When you go on the next interview, we saw a couple of interviews that day, everybody say, no, no, this is
It was
crazy.
good. It was a good interview. I
I'm
remember
telling
that.
you. Because you can be selfish in the industry. You
Mm-hmm.
got to share
Yes.
the love for everybody. Every time I get a link,
Absolutely.
I share it out for everybody. Anybody try to
Absolutely.
link me, I try to let everybody eat our food. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I try to be different. I just try to be me.
Right.
The fame, I go places and I did like with people and I talk like now and stuff. And then when I go sing, they're like, "What? You are singing that song? You are there? I didn't know it was man." They're like, I
Right.
said, "Nah."
Right.
I said,
Right.
"You are superstar." I said, "Nah, man." I said, "The only thing that separates us here is life and death. All of us are equal in the eyes of God." You know what I mean?
Sure.
I said, "No."
Sure.
I had to tell them,
Sure.
the only thing that separates us is life and death. I remember I go on a cruise, and on the cruise now, while he was on the cruise, they was partying. I had to perform it, but I ended up in thinking it was in Toronto.
Right.
There was this girl I ended up bouncing on by mistake, a bouncer.
Right.
As it
Right.
was up, and she was like getting on, get on and cussing me in the cruise. Eh? I didn't cuss her back. I said sorry, apologize. Well, after I sang, she's all over. Oh, you want to sing the song? I said yes. I said, I said, I said,
It changed
oh
everything
God,
now, didn't it?
e- everything changed. Could you do an endorsement from a mass band? She's like, want me to do an endorsement for a mass band? I said, yeah, no problem, man. She said, you won't refuse? I said, no. Why would I refuse? I
Right.
say, life, people are obligated to make mistakes in life. We are not perfect.
Always.
You know what I
Always.
mean? I say, we don't watch that. Look, I just last week, for example, let us show you the kind of person that I am. I went up, they call me, I haven't been out of my house for a little while. They call me to go to a karaoke,
Right.
all right, to support some people. So, I mean, I said, no problem. The guy called me, so I tell him the karaoke guy, so I went to them. When they went to the bar, I said, you know what, I want 2 minutes. I just fell for 2 minutes before I go to perform, so I could
Mm-hmm.
have used 2 minutes. The lady at the bar, that's her business place. She, the karaoke is for her, them. So I asked her, I say, can I have 2 minutes? I took her $20. Was the smallest money I had. Say, can I have 2 minutes? She took her 2 minutes, she took $20. $20, 2 minutes? $20 and you want 2 minutes? She said, sorry for your partners. I cannot give you that. And she take back she 2 minutes. She take back her 2 minutes. And when I go and I don't sing and I come back in the shop, she watch me so. And she said, oh gosh, you want to sing? I said, don't worry, man. I said, don't worry about it. I call somebody and I say, why you want to drink? A guy say you want so I don't even know him. I say, take what say what drink you want, and then I get the change and I buy the 2 minutes. I
Mm-hmm.
tell her,
Right.
I say that's just to show you in life you never know who is who.
Who? That's it.
Appreciate people, whether
That's
big
it.
or small, whether
Wow.
young or old, because you don't know where you end up.
You
You don't
don't
know where your
know.
children go end up.
You
You
don't know.
understand?
You
Be
just
humble,
don't know. Amen.
humble, humble.
Amen to
Look,
that. I
you see
agree.
me. You see that the DJ here now?
Right.
Huh? That brother. You that he don't even know how I admire. I don't be watching anything right away constantly. On Facebook, I watch on Instagram, and I never knew was he that linked me until today. You know, every time I'm talking to you there on Instagram and WhatsApp, I never knew it was you. I thought I was dealing with everybody in a normal level playing field, one love. It's just
That
when
was
I
his,
recognize
that's his
what
twin. His twin. His twin.
I said, Daddy brother boy. I say I admire that man so
Right.
much. Just
Right.
humble
So
and just there
yes.
saying that
Yes.
brother boy,
Yes.
that is life.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. He is very humble, and we
very
appreciate
humble
him
man.
very much. Yes. Thank you for recognizing that. So kitchen, there you go.
So,
See?
so Mandela, when you started singing soca, right? Was there any time that you wanted to give up?
Oh, many times. Many, 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 many times. So having people in my neighborhood telling me, boy, stupid is singing. You don't reach know it. That way, whole day walking the headphone maze and I writing it. All your skin, you'll get mad just now. You'll get mad. Mad, you go get mad. But I get a right too. Constantly people tell
Wow.
me that. I go and
Right.
sing and thing and people boy, move it, boy, move it. Wow, I get and thing on stage and
Right.
thing, people tell me that.
Right.
Boy, move out there and thing. How can I think people tell me to give up. And then
Right.
I left
Right.
St. David's. I left St. David's. I remember a night in St. David's. A guy come and tell me, boy, see you'd never make it by Shupnish singing. I never forget that.
Oh, wow.
And and I do that so and I go up in Guav. I left there and I go in Guav. And the first time I sing for le 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 le. When I sang
Oh
it,
yes. Oh
like
yes.
the whole place turned upside down. When they started singing that song, an old man come up to me, an old short lady. He says, son, when you come in Guav and you hear people sing behind you, so look out for your crowd. You go reach far. I
Oh
never could
wow.
forget that.
Wow.
I remember going by the stadium weeks after weeks with me CD, then time me CD to give the guy he was working Spice Mass now with I can't remember his name now. But Sylvan, he was the first man that saw me school, my pants when I was a little child. He was the first man that saw a suit for me.
Right.
He didn't even know it was me, eh? But
Right.
I go in there weeks after weeks with me CD, bring me CD to get a turn to sing behind by the
Yeah.
stadium day. I don't get enough time to sing. So by the city
Right.
want to see me eyes. So let's see me eyes. I
I'm glad that you see in the comments because I don't want to keep
yeah,
saying certain things.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I remember going by the stadium with my CD, trying to
Right.
get a blind. This week they put me aside. Next week and the week I reached so early now, they couldn't
Right.
refuse me because I reached early. But
Right.
my time to sing. When I give the man the CD, the man say, boy, move there, boy. Shoot me, see maybe coming and sing here. I never
Oh
could forget
wow.
that. The
Wow.
other day I remind him about that. When I go and do the upstage show, I came
No.
down. I call him. I say, let me talk to you for a minute, brother. I say, you
Right.
remember what you did me in the stadium weeks ago, me CD and they tell me, move this shootness I must be singing. I say you never know where people are going to end up in life. I
Wow.
encourage you now to
Mm-hmm.
support the young artists. Don't push
Right.
the young artists aside because you don't know
Right.
where the young artists go reach. I
So
tell
what
them that,
was his response? What was his response? Because I would like to know how he felt and the reaction. What, like to see you're the
Well,
person he gave that to, and then look, you are the person in front of him as of today.
yeah. The
What was his
reaction on
response?
his face, I could have seen it,
Right. The embarrassment.
yeah, he felt bad. And
Mhm.
I mean, Brother B and them was there, because I was giving
Mhm.
Brother B the story,
Mhm. Mhm.
and Brother B and them was there, but he say, man, I understand what I mean, and I
Yes.
accept that I make a mistake. I see no problem, and
Right.
I think I was affected more than once with him, because
Right.
last year in 2019 I never seen Calypso take part in Calypso competition, but for the first they asked me to take part in Calypso competition a band. So I didn't
Right.
really practice, but the day they having the competition now, they they asked me to came down, so I end up running down there. You understand?
Good night, Mr. Elimus. Good
Yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah, my brother, Uncle Specky, I calling him just now, oh gosh. I just saying a while ago, you motivate me, Lord. And look at it. Yeah, so I remember for once again, like last year, into the competition.
Right.
So I took part in the competition. Happened that I was the only person to make it from the band, right?
Right.
In the tent. So they said they was telling me now, oh Mandela, you have to go and sing with the next tent because you all wanna make it. So I was like, well, I'm to the tent that I'm singing with, I'm comfortable with them, you know.
Right.
So they tell me, I tell them I'm comfortable with them. The man, the same guy, turn and tell me.
Right.
So what happened? He say, so you don't want to sing? I tell you don't want to sing in the next band? I say, no, I want to sing in my band, in my tent. He say,
Right.
okay. He say, well, you want to put the money in the pocket to pay the tent. And Spice Master was supposed to pay that. The man tell me that, the same man again. Tell me that.
Wow.
Imagine that. But I think about my children. I say, each dollar count.
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
never get a practice with the next band. I live and I go up Greenville still. I say that
Mhm.
$2,000 there. I say, I know I'll make it in finals already because we're
Mhm.
going. I say, but that two thousand
Right.
dollars, I'll go. When I reach up there, I go up with the paper, the sheet. When I reach up there, the band say, they don't playing for me, because I never practiced with them. I say, well, it wasn't my fault, it was them. You check? So happened
Mhm.
that a older man say, you know what, we go play. I go and I sing the two songs, eh? When I done, all the band members come down on the stage. Well, after when they had the break, they come and talk. They say, man, la boy, what? Why you sing there like if you practice with the band all kind of time now? Thing
Right.
about
Right.
sorry
Right.
we sorry we didn't get the opportunity to
To
practice
have
with
it
you.
before.
I,
Yeah.
then I tell him I say and explain the situation. But
Right.
that just a simple tell you how shallow minded some people could be.
Right.
Because yeah, there's band that does pay one artist. If it is what it is in the competition, you have to pay them.
Okay. Okay.
Because I
Okay.
you understand, but I mean it's just my bad experience again. But that still don't make me
Right.
give up. I go hit some
Right.
calypso. I hit some kaiso. I like kaiso.
Right. Right.
I
Right.
hit some kaiso,
It's,
you know.
I
So I've been
see the
to
resilience in you. Yeah, I see the resilience in you. Just always
I've
keep
been to
going. Like always.
yeah, I've been through a lot of struggle in
Mhm.
2016, just before I sing him, just before I go in the finals. A guy
Right.
say, I DJ say, man, la boy, I want a dub. So I say, boy, at time I just think I say, boy, I think in 150 easy for a dub. I'm just, hey man,
Just
what
like that. Yeah.
155 easy, 150 easy for a dub? Like big artists singing, and give me dub for free. I say, partners, well, I have to take care of myself. I don't make no
Mm.
big money for that, so I could do that. You check what I mean?
Right. Right.
But the
Exactly.
Right.
man tell me, the man say, boy, you will never make it. When the man tell me that, I was skinny bantan, son. Skinny bantan, watch the man tell me that skinny bantan just shake his head and just walk away. I can see skinny bantan just like that hot that skinny bantan when skinny bantan hear that man tell me that. I
Yeah.
hurt him,
Yeah.
and I walk away and watch.
Wow.
I go on that stage and I was a beast tonight. I was a beast on the stage. Right? It's
Right.
like he just give me that drive, It's like I take out my
Yeah.
anger on that stage, you know what I mean? But I've
Right.
been through it all. I've been through it all, As Uncle
Right.
Specky said a while ago, a lot of artists
Mhm.
been through that in life.
Yes.
And
Yes.
believe it or not, Uncle Specky Day, and I always say that all the time in interviews. When I sang Power, even when I sang Tombstone, I never ever go and look at the artist, the component, whoever going up against the
The
competition.
opponent.
I
Yeah.
never go,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
I never go and look at their performance.
Okay.
One man performance I always look at is Inspector. The reason, yo, to be honest, and God know that is true. That night when I sing Power, a
Mhm.
whole week I was Specky performance.
Right.
And it's like I go on the stage, it's like I am Specky, just telling the
Right.
crowd, all you,
What
give
you
me
want
a
them
wave,
to
hold
do?
on. You see in the back
Yeah.
there,
What you want them to do? Yeah.
that man just know how to manipulate that crowd and just
Yeah.
get them to do
Yes,
Yeah.
what he want,
yes,
when
Yeah.
he want, how
Yeah.
he want it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I use
Yeah.
that. When I say
Yeah.
When I say simple thing, them understand. When I just say,
Yeah.
if all you believe in you are the poor and all you have to achieve anything you all want in all your life, just give me that. Give me a pump. What?
Right.
I see
And you get a
top,
crowd.
stand, set. Everybody, I say, no, no, no. I tell you, so
Right.
he give me a kind of vibes. When I
Right.
said down, the whole crowd going down. Same thing with Tombstone. I sing
Yeah.
number one. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
same thing because these men and them now is experienced man in the business. And
Right.
if you,
Right.
Cartel always say, the Cartel say listen to Beanie and he listen to other man before and learn
Right.
thing. I
Exactly.
meet
Yeah.
me don't lie in. I learn a lot of things from Inspector and these men and them. And if any young artist refuse to take in something from them, then Capo
Right.
smoke the pipe with them. Because
But
you
then
cannot make
also,
it alone.
right, because also they set the foundation for where you guys are today. So I mean, knowing where you come
Exactly.
from and where you're going is, you have to know where you came from.
You
Absolutely have
must.
to know. Because I'm
You
sure
must.
if Mr. Elimus could say the same thing tonight, he would say that he was looking at people like Sparrow and Lord Kitchener, and he was looking at all these men like Brigo and all these people, everybody that had set that platform in place to pave the way for all the other artists to come in.
Exactly.
There is a genre. There's
Exactly.
something you had to follow before you got where you're going. So I mean, I'm sure he probably
True.
would say the same thing.
True
So
thing,
yeah.
and I know we're not on that term, say, but I just want to say one thing, and it hurts me and it grieves me. I grieve every time I think about it. Man like Inspector, as Tangla died, and when Tangla died, right?
Hmm.
I look at the Spice Mass. I remember Spice Mass. I look at the give when we go to collect ceremony after he died. His son,
Hmm.
one of them come and collect an award. A grandson, one of them come and collect an award.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Tangla, yeah, come and collect an
Okay.
award.
Okay.
That hurt me. You know why it hurt me? You cannot wait until those great men has passed to go and give them
Right.
something.
Right.
Pecky's what? This was if give Specky some a big some award. They have to give Specky something. They're supposed to treat Specky with royalty. Inspector Elimus Gilbert. You
Yeah.
understand? Same thing
Yeah.
for Jamu. These
Yeah.
men that day and fight.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
men and them, they
Yeah.
have to show these men and them
Yeah.
some level of respect because these are the foundation men. And I
Yep.
don't think that those guys are getting the respect that they deserve and that they earn what they work
Right.
for.
Right. Right. Right.
These men work for that. You
Right.
understand? You don't wait and use people and feel you could use people to make money and put things in your pocket. And then
Yeah.
after you go pull them aside like trash. After everybody, Talpri
Mhm.
too.
Mhm.
Also,
Yeah.
Talpri,
Yeah.
after every the whole world see what they have done for the culture. You can't
Right.
want to push them and after you feel you use them and they help the country to be what it is because let me tell you
Mhm.
something. Soca music is one of the things that bring in the biggest set of people in the country, in
Yeah.
biggest set of
Yeah.
income. Because
Income.
soca music
Bringing. Yeah.
build tourism. Build
Mhm.
tourism. When
Mhm.
carnival time come along, the amount of people coming in Grenada, they come for the carnival, when
Yeah.
they come for the carnival
It's
and they see
true.
organized countries, they coming back
Yeah.
and they telling some of this and they coming back. They come
Yeah.
in here
And
when you
it's
do a
not
carnival,
just
they come in.
Canadians alone that's coming. They bring in the other friends that
They
come
bring
from
in
different places of the world to
e-
come and see Spice Mass.
exactly. So
Yeah.
these men should be treated on
Yeah.
a different level. They
Yeah.
deserve to have respect for these men. You
And I
understand?
think I think they should have a show. Now, as you're saying that, it makes sense because I'm thinking they should have a show they call maybe Soca Legends and just bring all of the calypso
Ex-
artists that used to from the 80s come up to, and just have that tribute where you can say, we appreciate you. We thank you for your service. We thank you for your
so
time.
true.
We thank you for paving a way. We thank you for being a part of whether it's Grenada Carnival, Spice Mass, whatever you want to call it. But open just have something to say. We
True.
appreciate you, and I
You
think
say
that
that I
would
miss
that would that would honestly, no, to me, I know they used
yeah,
to have a thing. They say, well, I was young,
that
I guess, when they had it. They used to have the expo and stuff, and they used to have a lot of different,
extempo, yeah.
yeah, those kind of
Yeah.
stuff, and they used to like do the legendary greets, to say this man
True.
gave Grenada this person. So I think it's something that, I think as you said that, it made sense to say
Yeah,
we thank you.
I was telling them that the last time when I was doing on the same UK magazine, I was
Hmm.
telling them they need to do something for those guys. Let me
Yeah.
tell you something. Do you know how much elder people that will want to go in a fete,
Oh yes.
want to go in an
Oh yes.
event,
Oh yes.
eh? And they refuse to go because the people or the promoters or whosoever refuse to bring out some people like that. Let me tell you,
Right.
they could do a great show, as you said.
Yeah.
Bringing the
Yeah.
Specky, the
Yeah.
Ajamo, and then a
Mhm.
big show, and then you could have like Specky, call up an artist, a young artist, you
Yep.
know,
Yep.
Jamo bring up a young artist. So you
Right.
flavor it,
Right.
you mix the
Right.
old and the new. You
Right.
understand?
Right.
You
Right.
know, you know, you know, great that show will get huge.
Yep. Yep.
That will get
Yep.
huge because
Yep.
to me, all what they in the back of this, some of these people head is Specky is a man you can't stop him because he always relevant. Uncle always relevant. You can't stop him. But what I'm trying to
True.
say is no, all what they in the back of the man is I can't bring that man on the show. I can't bring that older man on the show because people might like that. People might like this. People might like that. You understand? Eh?
Right.
That
Right.
what they thinking. But you don't know
Right.
what the people want.
You
You know
don't
much
know
people want
because
to go in.
they don't ask. They don't ask either. They don't ask. They don't
No,
ask.
they don't
So.
ask. They don't ask.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
need to do a show for these men and them. These men have
Yeah.
to be in some big show
Yes.
every year
Big people
annually. See
fed.
look
A
at
big
Soca
people
Monarch?
fed. Yes. A big people
Yeah,
fed
we are
thing. Yeah.
exactly. Just so you Soca Monarch have a big show so with
Right.
these artists and this legend.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So,
That's yes.
Mandela, who motivates you? Who inspired you to sing Tombstone?
Well, Tombstone is a lot of story behind it, you know. It's a lot of facts behind it. Tombstone basically, you know how we grew, our generation, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
From way back, I watched my grandparents and them play jab, other people grandparents play jab and they died
Mhm.
playing jab. The last flicks,
Mhm.
some man called
Mhm.
flicks and years they play the mass until they died. You understand? They
Right.
never give up.
Right.
So I came up with that song when I did put jab jab on my tombstone because I thought that was something that Grenadian, no matter which part you're in the world, whether I hire people or I don't hire people, you would want to sing that. You understand? You don't care them time that you don't want to sing that. I was representing, yeah, representing for the older people. Let them feel
Right.
Yeah.
appreciated too. You
Right.
understand?
Right. Right.
And for the young people. So
Nice.
I mix it up. So that motivation come from come from I should say, and
Ah.
not only it come from a wide scale, a broad scale,
Right.
not
Right.
only for the old or the young, but it also came from my culture. Know how we have fought as black people. Because much people don't recognize that, Let me tell you, notice that. I went once, Beyonce publisher came down and she asked to meet with me, went to have
Mm.
dinner with her and stuff. And then she
Mhm.
called me aside with her family and stuff, and she called me aside. She said, Mandela, you know something? You know, I recognize that song is a black power song. When she tell me that, I smile. I said, you're the first person I recognize that. I sang that song and a lot of people didn't know that.
Wow.
When I say black, blood in my veins, you know how much power black people have and would not grasp on that power and keep
Mhm.
throwing it under the bus. When I say
Mhm.
black blood in my veins, that was that this what this that line, black blood in my veins, was a serious statement that I make there.
Right.
Black people, no matter where they rise up. You
Right.
understand?
Right.
You check, yeah, because our foreparents have suffered so much for us. So all
Right.
those stuff motivate me because I am a man I like culture. And I just read a lot. I just
Right.
read. I just the whole time read. I'm a phone and read. I just read a lot. You understand? Yeah.
Right.
I'm not the brightest,
That's
but I
good.
could read and I just read,
No.
read, read.
No. But that's
I like to
key.
I like to
That's key.
educate
That's
myself.
key. Educate yourself.
S-
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
So,
knowing where we have come from.
Yeah.
so what was your first impression when you see people start gravitate to that song?
Well, honestly, it was an overwhelming feeling. Uh, trust me, it touched my heart. Trust me, it was a great feeling to see people gravitate to the song. Especially after the video with my kids and the one who are doing them in Stony God Day, where we come up on the ground doing the dance, and the next day
Mhm.
actually doing it in Atlanta.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was that
Yes.
was a I felt like yes, Mandela, yes, the people start seeing that you have that potential.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
you have what it takes to be
Yeah.
a great soca artist. They start accepting,
Right.
I felt
Yeah.
like, yeah, for all the years I fight, it's like all this the years I fought just keep flashing back on me.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
just smiling. Times
Making
times
you
I sing that
appreciate
song,
the work, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Times I sing the song and thing, and when I see the response and I come home and I sit down, sometimes wifey say, what happened to you? And
You're
sometimes I
just
day for
taking
myself,
it
sometimes I
in.
get up the night. Not only taking it in, sometimes I day and the night and thing and I day want to come out to my eyes. Tears coming out to
Wow.
my eyes. Because I know what I go through. When I used to have to
Yeah.
walk from
Yeah.
River out to St.
Yeah.
David in studio. When I did quite country and I don't know what coming back. When I go in the
Wow.
studio, day and night, they call me studio fly.
Wow.
And yeah, and mommy, my mother sitting down, and I singing for my mother.
Yeah.
People say me I singing for my mother, and mommy
Right.
day she seen me, my mother give me like $100. Look, one pay studio with that man, you go pay with that, eh? I
Oh,
could forget that.
gee. Yeah.
So that song, when I see I get that vibes on that song there, trust me, it make me feel like Mandela don't stop. Because right about now, if
Right.
I put out that song and I get 100 views, more motivation still, I go in,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean the road has been tough, rocky
Yes.
and tough, but I
Yes.
still didn't give up.
Yes.
You
Yes.
check?
Yes. Yes. So when you, out of all the songs that you sang, okay? Like I know a few, I don't know all. Out of all the songs that you sang, which is one of the songs that you, every time you want to hear it, it brings like that, whether it brings that emotional feeling or you just bring a like a, yeah, I'm on the charts.
Richness,
Like what song? I just thought you would have said that. I just
richness.
thought you would have said that.
Do you know richness is my favorite song? Richness is my favorite song of all time.
Mm,
Richness is my favorite song. I
right.
sang that song. My brother gets chikungunya. My brother gets chikungunya the day
Mhm.
and the night. He tell me, auntie, he see me chest feeling heavy. She said,
Mhm.
go and read the Bible and go and rest. He said, maybe
Right.
stressed. That way he said, because he was a real kicks man
Right.
like me.
Right.
He said, maybe
Right.
stressed. So she said, go and read the Bible. The man take the Bible, you want to read. And he talked to me cousin, he called me, he messaged me, he said, Mandela, I put no matter that, If anything happened to me, remember I have no
Yeah.
worries.
Yeah.
He messaged the girlfriend in
Wow.
Canada, he say, I die, chicken going to kill me tonight. And he call everybody, I had all the voice note and thing there, And and that man just never get up the next morning. That man died, and he was 21 years old, strong and healthy, doing body work and vehicle.
Wow.
Strong and healthy. He was a twin. He was a
Sorry
twin,
to
and
hear
that
that.
man died. And when that man died, my wife, when that man died, there was an old man. He's that's my best friend. He's 70 some, 80 something years. Sorry,
Right.
I just call him Papa. Papa said,
Right.
Mandela, tell me, is your wife pregnant? And I said, she pregnant. He said, yeah. I said, she pregnant. I call her. I say, Papa, she pregnant. I said, but anything that man tell me does happen. I know that man tell me she pregnant, and she making twins. And my brother was a twin, Not even 1 year after. Hmm? My wife make
Wow.
a twin. So I say, no,
Wow.
that is just life. God show you I could take away, but I could
Yeah.
give you
Give
more.
you much
I can
more.
give you more. You take one and give me two. You give me
Amen.
a boy and a girl.
Amen.
You understand?
Amen.
Wow.
So it show my
Amen.
richness is life. And I did that song. When I sing that song,
Yeah, that
I
song
just
is
feel
nice.
so good. I just feel
That song is
is
nice.
deep from that come from inside
Yeah.
my heart. People
Yeah.
don't understand, And as an artist, listen to what I'm saying, and people might find it some funny to say that. They might say it's crazy what I'm saying, but it is facts. I sang My Richness is Life.
Mhm.
That song now, I sang it in 2017. That song when it reached 20,000 views.
Right.
Could you believe that? Only 20,000 views. My Richness is Life. People never pay much attention to that song.
Mhm.
But I sang after when I dead with Jab Jab on my tombstone. Everybody want to dead. The whole world take it by stamina. You understand? Oh God. You understand? I'm telling you, man.
So
It's crazy, yeah, but it's
it's just
true.
how people take things, right?
Things exactly. Yeah. We have to make a little laugh,
So,
Absolutely.
all right.
Absolutely.
So, Mandela, since there was no Spice Mass for 2020,
Mhm.
we're not sure we're gonna have a Spice Mass for 2021.
We're
No, we
making
wouldn't have
one.
them.
We're
I'm
making
just
one.
saying, we don't know what can happen.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
going Grenada still.
Oh.
What's in the future for Mandela Links?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been putting in a lot of works. So far for this year, I think I released about 11 or 12 songs. I
Okay.
released two videos recently. Ghetto Cry, and I released Racial Pressure. But I've been putting in the works. I right about now I
Yeah.
have about 30 something songs
Right.
that I
Wow.
haven't
Right.
released as yet. I've
Right.
been just writing, and the smart thing I did was I decided, you know what? You see, God doesn't know He doesn't make things happen. I say, let
Yeah.
me invest in my studio, so I make sure I put a studio in my home, so I could voice
Right.
and just send back for the producers, and
Right.
that's a
Right.
smart thing that I did because
Right.
now I've learned so much in that now. I just when I voice my song and I send it out for the vocals, it sounds so sweet.
I
You
can. Good
understand?
night.
So I take my time now, and I
Mhm.
and put it into my family.
Mhm.
Know that's what going on, family, my
Right.
friends.
Right.
Check on all my business with music. What things that I didn't do in music, I make sure I get it done well. I was copyright and stuff was already in place, in
Right.
terms of
Right.
music sales and things. Those stuff was in place, but I pull up the notch on a lot of things that was loose. Not that was
Right.
loose, yeah, I tied, tie up the ends, you know what I mean? And
Right.
try to do a lot of, talk to a lot of people, give them a little counseling and try to give back
Right.
to the poor people,
Right.
give back to the
Right.
people. But I don't believe in the publicity thing, giving, go and say I give that. I do a lot of other stuff, but I don't do that. I don't believe in them stuff. Because God said when He
Right.
give me the right hand, the left hand do what to know. If you give me the left, the right hand do what to know. You know
True.
what I mean? So
Absolutely.
I
Amen to that.
basically do
Yeah.
things different. So
Yes.
I spend a
Yes.
lot of times
Mm.
with my
Yeah.
family now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I spend
Mhm.
a lot of time with my family. I'm looking even
Right.
to go into fishing. Because I love to fish.
Oh
Most of my
wow.
songs is fishing. I mean, going to fishing. Just today I bought a boat. Just today. You know,
Well,
yeah, just today.
congratulations.
Because
Wow.
you cannot just be sit down there doing nothing.
Yes.
As
Yes.
artists,
Yes.
you have to invest. So today I
So
decided,
when you
what?
say fishing, like you mean like fishing for
Fish.
a
Go out in the
living? Like
ocean.
I mean, or you're just fishing as a hobby? Like
No, man.
I'm trying
I fishing everything, man. I mean, fish have fun because I love fishing like a hobby. But
to.
before I used to keep a boat for guys going and dive with tank and stuff. I used to work on
Right.
trawler. So I say, come on, man. I do home, The music ain't working now. So I go to sit down
Right.
home and me have 5 people to feed. I have to work.
Right.
So I
Right.
say, you know what?
Right.
I get a
Right.
boat. I'm gonna go
Right.
there, eat our food same way still. You know what I mean?
Right.
Still help
Absolutely.
for somebody who can afford to buy a fish, go get a fish. Because you know what I
Right.
mean? No more some other people can afford. So I mean, the music bringing in money still, to copyrights and
Right.
all other stuff. But I
Right.
mean, I do my dubs and stuff and make my money. But still,
Yes.
you have to
Right.
put stuff. You have to put food on the table, and you have to make sure you set a foundation for your children. You understand?
Right.
I set a
Absolutely.
foundation for my children
Exactly.
now. I'm putting something in place for my kids because at the end of the day, if I pass today, tomorrow I could close my eye. But I make sure I
Yeah.
have something in the back for them. I don't.
You're
Me
right.
and so them people saying, "Oh, Mandela Link, Mandela Link going on fish, and Mandela Link going on fish." Money don't have nothing back on it, no. Money
Exactly.
don't have why do
Yeah,
back on
you're
it, no?
so right. Somebody said that
So
to me
That
two
is so
years
right.
ago,
That
and
is
he
so
say
true,
wherever
man.
you work,
yeah,
it does not say this company or that company. It said 2010 1550. That's exactly what it says.
Yeah.
You're so right.
exactly,
You're so right.
exactly. So I just go
So
in and do
right.
that for my family. So that
I
is
have a
the stuff I've been focusing on
I
though.
have a little question that's like kind of in me that I want to ask. Your personality and the way you speak and the things like that, do you see yourself as a mentor too? Do you see yourself like wanting to mentor young men or young women to get into a
Yeah,
certain like yeah, I kind of pick up the vibe as to your
true,
personality. You have
true.
that love for the music, also you have a way of speaking. Like you
Yeah,
articulate your words in a way that you could get that out to a lot of people that is like yearning or craving for that, you know?
yeah.
And you
I mean,
have the honesty in you. I see the honesty in you. You're gonna say it as it is. Like you're not gonna cut
exactly.
corners. You're just gonna say,
No,
listen, this is not for everybody. This is for so it's just like I see that. So I'm asking if that is something you see yourself also wanting to do.
yeah. Well, this is something that I mean I see myself doing, and this is something actually I do every time. I mean, how much kids I put it on just today as I came about job off. I stay in town. Listen, I went to town and from one place somebody said, "Yo, man, let me see a long time," and I'm not having conversation with people. Artists
Right,
wanted help,
right,
copyrights. This one wanted
right,
help, and I was so
right,
happy to hear them. I sent the information for them where they could get the music, could go up and all kind of stuff. And
right,
then I came up and I drop off on a bus, and I meet a young man. I call him. I say, "Yo, come man," and I put him sit down on the wall in Palmis, and I started to talk to him,
right,
and
right,
show him little ideas, about life, and
right,
because he's a
right,
very good young man, and I see if he reach for.
right,
I do that all the time. I
right.
do that all the time. I put my
Mhm.
kids sit down and talk to them like that
Yep.
because this I really think that my name is Mandela for real. Mandela is my real name,
Yeah.
and I think God has put me here for a reason. He put me here
Absolutely.
for a purpose, and I think that I am going to do. I know that I am going to do whatsoever it takes to not only help my kids but to help others develop themselves. You
Right.
understand? I
Mhm.
have intention of writing a book now.
Right.
A book, and I'm gonna call the book My Thoughts. You understand? My thoughts. Because I mean, there's a lot of people do. Much people that I spoke to and have seen them change in their life when I give them my life story and see from where I come
Right.
from. I could have been a drug addict, I could have been a jailbird, I could have been a criminal, but instead I choose to be something else.
Right.
It doesn't matter where you are today. What matters is where you will be tomorrow. You
True.
understand? You can get out of that hole. You can get out of
Right.
that cell. You can get out. I remember
Yeah.
going to sing in the prison. And while singing in the prison, they
Wow.
have a bench you can cross. So I go behind a lot of artists will go and sing every year.
Yeah.
So I went behind the bench and I started hugging the artists and saying, not the artists, sorry, those prisoners, and say, here is
Right.
not for you all. You all could be out, get out of here. You know, everybody make mistakes and stuff. And I sang Richness, same song, Richness.
Mhm.
You know, a couple of months after I was going to do a thing in Guav in the park, they asked me to come and do a performance. And this guy walked up to me and hugged me and said, thank you. I said, thank you for what? Man said, Mandela, I was in prison when they came and sing, and when you sang that song Richness, I went in my cell. I sat down and
Mhm.
I was in tears thinking about my
Hallelujah.
life. You see, I was
Right.
a drunkard. I was a
Right.
thief.
Right.
But that song that day when you come and you speak, you spoke to each and
Mhm.
every one of us there on that mic in that
Mhm.
prison,
You
that
made an
made me
impact.
change my life.
Right.
That make me, and you know much people that I have motivated. I know much people that have motivated me because I took a lot from the elder people. My
Right.
my whole life, I love being around old people, elder
Mhm.
people, older than me.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
just take and take and take and I share it out. I share it out with the younger people. I don't have to know
Yeah.
you, to tell you
Yeah.
something positive because at the end of the day, in this life, the way I see life is someone could be going to jail. Somebody could be a thief or whatsoever. They could just be a criminal going to jail, right?
Right.
And
Right.
every time they come out, people treat them like trash. Say,
Right.
use a whole thief, use a whole this, and they just keep going back. But
Yeah.
one person could walk up to that individual and
And
say,
change that
son,
person's life forever.
tell them one thing, and that is all they wanted to hear in the
Mhm.
whole life, and
Mhm.
never go back
Mhm.
in jail.
Mhm.
You understand? And the same
Right.
goes for anybody in this life. You don't know
Right.
who you'll meet up. You don't know where you will go.
Right.
So
True.
why is you have the knowledge now? Why
Mhm.
is you have the opportunity now where people will listen to you?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
remember, as
Yes.
artists, we are the voice of the people for those that can speak
True.
for themselves.
True. True.
So
So now
now,
as we on that topic, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna cut you there, but you hit that
no
topic. I was
problem. Go
gonna
ahead.
ask you. Now as we on there, what is a message you could send to people that's listening now, or people that might see this, or people that you might want to inspire? Because you're already on that topic, and I'm gonna ask you,
Yeah.
what message would you send for somebody listening that wants to either get into music, or somebody
Well,
that is actually listening and they like the way you put yourself out there, and they,
yeah.
they think that you're so positive? What's the message you would like to send?
First message I have to give is believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself as an individual. You must. Second thing,
Mm-hmm.
work with this three things: ambition, behavior, and conduct. My grandfather used to always tell me that. Have an
Wow.
ambition. Learn to go about living your life in the right way.
Right.
Learn, there is a time and place for everything. Conduct
Right.
yourself as a young man or a young lady. Do the
Right.
right things in life. You
Right.
understand? And remember, the only person that could break you down in your life, the only person that could break you down in your life
Is
is
you.
yourself.
Absolutely.
Nobody else could stop you
Absolutely.
from achieving your goals. So
I
every
love
time
that.
you fail, go in the mirror and look at yourself and say, if your name is Tom, say, Tom, you fail yourself. Say,
Right.
if it's Mandela, say, Mandela, you fail yourself.
Right.
Because then nobody else, don't go blame anybody else for your failure.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
only you that fail.
Right.
You
Right.
have to get up and you have to beat all odds and make it.
Mm-hmm.
Life is like
Mm-hmm.
a stage. We are the actors.
True.
It's like a stage. We are the actors.
True.
Sometimes you go on that stage, like here you're living, but I don't put it that way. Sometimes you go on that
Mm-hmm.
stage and let's say you put on your whole act, and people look at you, and some people will roar out and say, "Whoa, he was good." And sometimes you go on, you ain't see nobody jump,
Mm-hmm.
nobody ain't say
Mm-hmm.
nothing. But that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that the people who was in the crowd didn't accept what you have said or what you
Right.
have done. So not every
True.
time you have to listen. Yeah, not every time you make a noise or you shout, you will hear it echo. Not every
Right.
time you will hear it echo. You understand? And not because you don't hear it echo doesn't mean
That
that
somebody's
there
not
that
listening.
does exactly. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So just
Mm-hmm.
keep on fighting the
Mm-hmm.
fight. Once there is life, there is hope. Believe in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And you will make it. You will achieve any goal that you want in life. When I was a little boy, I always wanted to sing. When I was a little boy, I always say, I said, God, my mother have a twin. I want to be the one to make a twin. And because I believe it, I got
Right.
a twin. You
Right.
understand? I remember my
Right.
my virgin say, you have a girl tell you, say, man, boy, whoa, you make a twin, boy, I want a twin too. You know what I tell him? I say, fall on your knees and pray, because that's what I used to do. Ask God, fall on my knees and pray. I say, and you're going to get a twin. He called me back a couple months and he laughed. He said, man, you don't know what happened? I say, what? Say, I get a twin. You say my wife
No.
pregnant with a twin. Yeah. No, but it's reality. It is reality. That is the
Wow.
way life is. We
I
are human
I ain't
beings.
asking for no twins, you know. I ain't asking for no twins. I don't want no twins. No, 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 no,
I
no,
know,
no.
but it may sound simple, but it's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
We God give us
yeah,
the power to achieve anything we want.
yeah,
Words
yeah,
are very powerful. If you say
yeah,
I cannot make it, if you say I
yeah.
won't make
Of
it, then
course.
you won't
Yes,
make it.
yes,
Then you
yes,
won't make it. If you
yes,
say I will make it, then you will make it. If you
yes.
believe in yourself,
That's it.
God give
That's
us
it.
God give us the power to achieve anything that we want,
Right.
God put us here. God just gave us a whole big world.
Yeah.
Do what I want it. It's up to
Mhm.
you. You
Mhm.
understand?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
still, some people refuse to see the opportunity that we have as human beings. We have the
Right.
opportunities to be whatever we want. Man going in
Right.
space, man doing that. You understand? Man
Mhm.
creating virus that could kill millions of people.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So that to tell
Right.
you how the world is.
Yeah.
You can do
Mhm.
anything you want. You
Yeah.
understand?
I
You
I
can
really
do
appreciate that
anything you want.
message too. And what was the
So
three
don't
things
give
that
up.
you were taught? The three things that was taught to you?
Ambition, behavior, and conduct.
All right.
Know how
All
to
right, guys.
conduct
So
yourself. My
listen,
grandfather always say that,
I'm
and my
gonna.
grandfather
Yeah.
never cuss about his life.
Wow.
Children never see cuss hair cuss about it. Never hear my grandmother cuss about it. Neither,
He may go under the cocoa and cause the battle and come back inside.
never cuss about it in life. Always preaching. So
Right. Right.
he say he go by the codes of life. You understand? So there is certain things that he just wouldn't approve of. And that man
Right.
live, die that
Right.
way. You
Right.
understand? So
Right. Right.
I mean, you as an individual, always look yourself in the mirror when you get up every morning
Always.
and say,
Always.
I will do it.
Always.
I will do it. I end up in a
Always.
situation already where I don't have no money.
Right.
I go in the land every day. I had some goat. I had about almost 20 something goat. And the
Right.
more I feel hungry, more I cut bush for the goat. More I feel hungry. Yeah, serious. God hear me crying. No.
But if you're
More I
feeling
feel
hungry, you're supposed to
hungry.
kill the goat.
No, let me tell you. And I love me animals. More I feel hungry is more I cut bush for the goat. Yeah, I tell you sometimes I think I light a little fire. I'm telling you, sometimes I just leave and go down by the bay and see if I hold a fish. I spend the whole night. Sometimes I don't hold, sometimes I hold. No, that is what that's telling you. And I never give up. I know
what,
it's a
what
joke.
was the what was the reason why you're cutting bush for the goats?
Because they have to eat. The more I feel hungry, it's like it just motivates me. You know what? Feed them, boy. Just feed them.
Yeah.
When fella watch me go to good looking good, and I walk in the land, I walk in the land, I walk in the land. When the fella say I walk in the land, my partner they come and start to walk land too. You understand? So then they start to
Oh
bring down
God.
wild meat and we cooking. You know what I mean? You check?
Right.
And we planting garden. And things just start to change from the use motivation. Motivation. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
Oh God.
yeah.
And that the most
I thought you would have said you killed the goats.
Well,
no,
exactly.
no,
I
no,
thought you were
kidding.
gonna say kill the goat.
What? No, but the reason why I said I put it in that, but that was factual. But the reason why I said that is because in life, the more people fight you, more
Yeah.
you should be going on, more
Oh
you should try.
God.
Keep trying, keep
Exactly.
trying. Things may
Yeah.
not be going anywhere, but keep
Right.
trying.
Right.
Imagine I'm
Right.
hungry, but I
Right.
still got in bush.
I
But I
was
tell them fellas
killing right.
laughing at me, but I don't giving up. I don't giving up. But that's all life is. Don't give up.
Right. Right. Before you go tonight, I would love for you to sing Tombstone for us. And well, it have to be a big, maybe two lines, a line.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think we have a young lady on there. Her name is Esther, and she love you to pieces. So Esther,
yeah,
you're gonna get your song Tombstone. And any other
yeah.
thing that you like to say before you go? So
Okay, no problem. So you ready? Out?
Oh,
yes,
before
yes,
you sing the
yes,
song,
yes.
let
Oh wait, hold
Yeah.
on.
let
She's trying to do
everyone
something.
let everyone know where they can find you,
Oh
like
yes.
on Instagram or
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah. You can find me on Instagram Mandela underscore links and my fan page on Facebook Mandela underscore links. Um, I have a other page on Facebook is Kayla and Andel McDonald. You can find me there too because I think of the Mandela change it. Sometimes I just need
Okay.
me look at time too. But you can
Okay.
also find me at you can contact me on WhatsApp 1473 420 4268. All do free. Just take the number, message me, call me if all you want, baby call you up, anything all you want because the fans come
Right.
first.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
One four
Right.
seven three four two zero four two six eight. You can get me right there. Link me up there, you know what I mean?
All right,
And all
guys.
my management information is above on Instagram. You can check it out in bio. So, you
Okay.
can get all my information
Awesome.
if you want to contact my manager.
Awesome.
Same way still, and
All right.
feel free. to link
So
up
to be
anytime, you know.
contacted, are they going to call you direct, or is that a number that is going to be through your
Nah,
manager first, or how do you do your contacts? Do they
nah,
contact your manager,
they're gonna
or was that a
there
direct
was
number to you?
that was
That
my
number.
number. But they want to
Okay,
link me
okay,
direct, WhatsApp me or call me. I just put them onto management as
okay.
well as
Right, right,
they can see his information into his
right.
email and stuff. They email
Okay,
me for any
awesome,
business or whatsoever. You know?
awesome, awesome.
Yeah. That's the way I do it.
Awesome.
So let me give you a little piece in the tombstone already.
Yes.
Okay. Already? Babe, let me call my wife here. Oh God,
Yeah,
look at
yeah,
that. I
yeah.
forget that in the line. Babe,
That's
can I put
okay.
tombstone on that for me? Let me give them a little piece, yeah? You know what I mean? So all my job is your time to work out now. Big up Daddy Rockin' J management team. Big up yourself. Big up all your as a personnel because you're all responsible for everything. You know what I mean? Big all you. Big up, everybody that should have shown interest into me, into my career. Big up all the DJs. You don't know, big up all yourself because all of us put the music hard, hard, hard. I really appreciate it. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
All my fans and friends and ladies, I love all about wifey they right here, but wifey don't mind that because she know how to be entertainment a day. She
Right,
do business. You know what
exactly.
I mean? And I see that and she's smiling. But that's the best woman in the world.
You understand?
Oh gosh. So I'm gonna give all you a piece of tombstone.
All
And
right.
don't be afraid. Go and check out Mandela Link songs for 2020. I got 12 songs, 11 to 12 songs out now. I
They
can't even keep
already
count.
uploaded on your. They already
Yeah,
uploaded
and,
on like
and
you
yeah, yeah, you
YouTube,
could
or is
get
it
them.
on?
Yeah, on
Okay,
YouTube. You can get
okay,
them. You
okay,
can get them.
okay. All right.
You could check them out on Amazon and them other outlets. You could get them there
Right.
also. You know,
Okay, awesome.
I find why if you take long so I can't talk a cappella. Turn it up. Quote, crazy people, march out, real job, walk out, up, two, three. So when I dead, good job on me tombstone. Man, when I there, everybody inside here now. No matter where they start to burn. Watch. I'm telling you, black blood in we vein. Black blood in we vein. Black blood in we. Mass we going insane. Black blood in we vein. Black blood in we vein. And here I think about the Caribbean people. I only Grenadians. Hear that? Cause me mother was a jab woman and she pick up a jab man. He give her some jab. 9 months later, well I was born. Right in a job hospital. I was christened by a jab priest. I went to a jab college. That's why I did like this. So when I dead, up top.
All
Up top to
right,
my
all
fans and
right,
friends.
all
You don't
right,
know.
all right.
You don't know. You don't know. You
We
don't know, man.
thank
Up
you, we
top. I'm
thank you,
blessing.
we
Salute,
thank you.
man.
And
Salute.
before you leave,
Give
my
thanks.
song, Rise. I would love to hear that song.
Right. Nicola, can I play?
Yes,
Oh, God. Play Rise for me.
yes,
You know something?
yes.
That's one of my favorite songs to it.
Mm-hmm.
Rise. Rise is one of my favorite songs. For all the women out there, whether your kid's father leave you and gone, or whether
Mm-hmm.
they have died, don't give up. To the kid,
Absolutely.
the young man, you may not have a proper education, don't let that break you. Don't go into drugs and stuff. Hold your head,
Right.
you will make it. Young ladies, don't go into prostitution. Hold your head up. Keep on fighting. Life, nothing come easy. You understand? Nothing in come easy. Just like that. Nothing in come easy. So let me give you all a piece because wifey cannot slow too.
No, man, she working hard, man. She working hard. She working hard.
Oh gosh. So, anyways, Mama, you wake up this morning and you're still feeling down. You asking Jaja where your neck milk coming from. I know your life is a struggle since you left you and gone. But you will never give up, cause you are strong. Hold on. I'm talking so much again. Should get rusty. Sorry everybody in the life.
It's
Sorry.
okay. It's okay.
Sorry. Okay, babe? I apologize for that. I apologize. And I've been having over last 2 years, I've been having a problem with my throat.
Yeah.
So enough times you hear me sing and people don't know, but can I keep it personal? I've
Right.
been having a problem is when I went to Miami. I recognized I had a bad infection in my throat too by
Mhm.
singing too. It was
Yeah.
damaged so bad.
Okay.
So now I just have to use honey, lime, and then I can't smell no sweet thing, no perfume, no
Mhm.
smoke,
Mhm.
none of that. It affects my
Right.
voice instantly.
Right.
Alcohol
Right.
kills me. Get the bill?
But whatever it is, make
All
sure you
right.
take care of it so it doesn't get any worse.
Yeah, true. So she got it now. So sorry for the
All right.
delay.
No, that's okay.
This is a deep song. You should take a listen to it, people. We all
Mhm.
have struggles, but here we rise. Yet we rise. Mama, you wake up this morning and you're still feeling down. You asking Jaja where the next meal coming from. I know your life is a struggle since you left you and gone. But you will never give up because you are strong. All the ladies out there, woman rise from the ashes, from the dust. Don't you ever think your life is a curse. From the struggle, from the pain, give out Lord, no more suffering again. And remember that. Look yourself in the mirror. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Youth man, your life isn't easy, but you're still holding on. You ain't got no degree. People tell you something wrong. But when the tide push you over, you're gonna stand up strong. You'll be a great leader where you belong. All the youth men out there, rise, rise, rise. Your life is rise, rise, rise. Success is a must. Success is a must. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Head up, my daughter. Don't let the buttons weigh you down. Your victory's round the corner. It's not wise to give up now. Ladies, young ladies, look your light at the end of the tunnel. That's your destination. Wipe your tears now, my sister. Time to push on. All the young ladies outside there, don't you ever give up. Rise. Don't go into prostitution. Don't sell yourself for less. Don't settle for less because you are worth more. All the young men out there, stand up for something. If you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything. All the mothers out there with the kids, stand up. Let the husband see you are the man who leave you alone with them kids. Let him see that you will fight and make it with your kids and your kids will come out something. Let him sit down and think about what we have done to hurt your kids, but instead they has become something and worth something in this life. Never give up, people. Never give up. Stand up and fight for something. You must make it. Rise out of the slum, people. Rise out of the slum. Mandela Links love all you. 100%. But God love all you more. God is great. Pause it now, babe. God is great. In life, you may try and you may fail. Life is like a stage. We are the actors. Never give up on the fight. Keep fighting the fight. Stand up for what you believe in. One love,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
One
Thank
love
you.
all the
Thank
time.
you. Thank you. Thank
Thank you,
you.
man. I appreciate
Appreciate
it.
that. Thank you.
So we want to say thank you
I
again, Mandela. And
I want
it
to
was
say
a
thanks to you all, man, for having me.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. We
yeah, it was a
appreciate you
pleasure
coming
having you
on. It
on,
was
man.
very
And
nice. Thank you.
must give God thanks because without God, nothing is possible. You
Amen
have
to
to give
that.
Him thanks. You
Amen
know,
to that.
you have to
Yes.
give Him thanks. God give me the life so I could be here today. You know, God get me through this. I never believed before I came on this on the life. I had a bad headache, and now I just just catch myself that the headache is gone.
Wow. All
You know,
right.
you know,
Yes.
you know. Sometimes you just have to, you need to let it out from the inside
Yes.
of you. It just make you
Yes.
feel better.
Yes. Yes.
Talk to somebody. You know,
Yes.
I mean, I'm on a live here, but it's just like I just talking to two while having a conversation, and like
That's
nobody is
it.
in there.
That's it.
You know,
That's
Yeah.
so
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
blessings. You know, Miss
Marilyn
Marilyn,
love
big
that.
up.
Yes.
Miss Marilyn,
Yes.
big up.
We
Enough
want to
love and
thank
respect all
you.
the
We want
time.
to thank you. I met you in 2016. My sister came to Grenada for her wedding. We followed her. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go Grenada for because I just finished college that year doing some
Yeah,
business and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go vent in Grenada. But guess what? I was never told I was playing carnival, so I got a costume. I had a
yeah.
costume in Grenada waiting for me. Went to Grenada, played carnival with Andre Garvey and Associate. Guess what? There was 8 of us in that band. You guys were on our truck. You and Dash. When you guys
Yes,
came
yeah.
down, 8 of us grabbed you. I don't think you remember that because that year you guys were just that year was
Come on.
insane.
Don't think.
Anyways, we
Don't.
grabbed you on the carnage, and
Mm-hmm.
oh
I'll
my
take a
god,
pictures.
we have pictures. Oh yeah, we have pictures. My
I
aunt
have it.
from England, my cousin. we had a,
I
we
have the
was
I have
just
the pictures
could
too.
not wait to meet you guys because it was
Don't
so
believe
much
actually I
fun.
have pictures too.
You guys had us that truck ride. You guys were just
I
it
remember
was
what was the color
awesome.
of your costume? Kind of orangish,
No, it was a kind of like
a
yellowish with green,
yellowish.
yellowish with green.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes, I
my
remember that.
word! Oh
I remember
my
that. I
word!
remember that. Yeah, yeah.
And you were so
I remember that.
pleasant. Dash was so
Yeah,
mellow, and it was
yeah, man.
a nice
We are
vibe. So I
Scorpios.
want to
We
thank
born
you.
two
I
was
want to thank
Scorpios.
you for that.
We
Yeah.
4 days difference.
Oh,
Me and
really?
Dash. So we are that kind of
Okay.
people. We cool.
And guess what?
Yeah,
I was trying to surprise you with him being on here tonight too, but he couldn't make it tonight.
yeah.
So yeah.
I know. I
So
know where you go. All
yeah.
right.
So we
No, no
appreciate you.
blessings,
The
man.
love is there, and as I keep saying, it's just
Thank you.
you guys just keep doing your thing, doing your thing,
Yeah,
doing
man.
your thing.
Thanks.
And I
I
love
won't
that
go stop now
boldness
until my
about you.
last breath.
Appreciate. I know that. I realize that.
Until my last breath.
I appreciate you coming out. We thank for taking the time out and want to say thanks to you, your manager, your wife, your kids, everybody. Have a blessed night and take very good care of yourself. And we
Yeah, you
appreciate
too, you
you.
know.
Thank
Blessings
you.
and check. My brother DJ, you don't know.
Thank you.
You're large, up top. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being yourself, brother, because, you know, I mean, I admire you a long time. And I didn't know you were coming to see, and you were, all you was coming to be here with tonight. And I mean, I appreciate that. Look at life, you know. And
Right.
All,
thank you for having me.
all the best in
Thank you.
2021, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. With
Yes.
God, life, health, and strength, you will
Yes.
be great.
Absolutely.
All
All
right.
right.
So,
Thank
one love
you. Thank
One
all the
you.
time.
love.
Fans, you know, lots of us goes out to you all from Mandela Links. I appreciate you all. But without you all, there is no Mandela
Mandela link.
Links. Up top.
All right. Good
Yeah, man.
night.
Blessings.
Night, night.
Night.
Yes,
Yes.
guys. So you had it here tonight. Mandela Links live and in living colors. He is a vibrant soul, as you can see. Personality is like a million and over. And yeah, thank you guys for the interaction as well. And we appreciate everybody that stayed on the live tonight to interact with him and to listen to him and to hear the way of his speaking in terms of like his music and the passion he shares. And we just want to tell you guys thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Itran, any last part in words? Anything you would like to say?
Uh, Not really. I'm gonna leave them with one of his songs before.
Okay. You finding the song, Itran?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a song.
Did Esther stay on the live to hear her song?
I'm not sure.
Or did she leave?
Yeah, so he didn't sing this one, so I'm gonna play this one before we leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Which one is it?
this one right here.
When I get up this morning with that kind of feeling,
Yeah, that was a good one too. Actually, I think he sang that one for Groovy. And
Yeah.
his performance, he was in
Actually,
like an
came
African
second, I think.
dashiki. Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
performance. Yeah, yeah.
So, Katian, have a blessed night. Have a
Yes.
great weekend.
And you the same. Thank you. Thank you. You guys be safe out there. And whatever you're doing, always remember, mask up.
Yeah. Put you first.
Yeah.
Good
Blessings,
day.
blessings. Good night.
Good night, Katia.
Peace.
Peace out. So, good night, folks. Hope you guys have a blessed one. Keep safe, and
When I come
we
to
out.
party, no time to
Catch you guys back
pretend.
on next
Cause I don't
Tuesday.
care.